fully up and active TikTok. Big up my family, them are there out there, knowing the night out there, dash information so ones and ones can get it. You see something go on again? Okay. See if I can invite.
Yeah, chap, I saw me that say. I don't know how
Yeah,
to do. Yeah, man, I'll go on.
I just yeah, man, as some G. I just send you a video and show you the situation that I face over here, so.
See it, man. You know, say what happened is like me accept you, and then then me invite you. So it's like it a clash. So you have to just jump off, honestly. But good. And the way that me didn't want to do it still, but we never know how to do it.
Okay, my father.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you're up tonight.
Yeah, man, up and running, man.
All right. Good.
Equity.
So
Me that child is seen a while ago too. Which part there?
yeah. So what I try convey to the people and understand says three. We have to understand the reason for equity and the separations of titles and all of these things in order to understand why it's important for do a trust. So you know from last night when such man did I say, oh we don't need trust and trust our bravery and trust no good
Yeah.
this is why I say let's do this tonight to explain to the people who was on the live last night and that was misled by such man. It is important to have trust. Now, obviously, you only understand trust one way, which is the statutory way. You not understand trust under God. So the have to come clear the ear tonight. So the first thing, I'm gonna recap. The first thing people for understand is that express trust comes from expression. Your expression is like your freedom of speech, your freedom of thought, your freedom of feeling, your freedom of pretty much everything from a religious standpoint, spiritual standpoint, whichever standpoint you stand upon, that is your expression, right? So
Hmm.
First things, the first things first is govern, express trust. It's governed. It tell you exactly what it's governed under, right? Which is equity. And I was explaining to them earlier that governance under equity means 100% justice, 100% law, 100% truth, rights, and freedom. Inequity is governed under unfairness, mischievousness. So I give them a metaphor by saying endless vision equity as good and then inequity as evil. So anybody will bring inequity to you, that means they're bringing evil or negative against you. But equity is the positive version. So it's the you understand? Just for kindergarten's piece.
Yeah.
For them understand the way. No, so now we're gonna go back for explain why it is important to not read and swat over reading and think we understand just because we know the English definition versus the legal definition of things. Because these things, these documents were created and these concepts were created on lawful and legal expressions from people who wrote these books and who wrote the concept, right? So it you can't so like so for instance the Bible was written from stories, of course, but it was written from a legal standpoint. And it was also written from a standpoint where it's lawful. So you have many testimonies within the Bible. So it's not one person write the Bible, as we know. It's multiple people based off their experience. So you might find a chapter or a verse or certain things in the Bible that address trust, address law, address stealing, address fornication, you name it. But everything is addressed in the Bible. So you have to look at it from a legal stance. But the overall structure of the Bible was created in equity, identifying all forms of equity and inequity, right? So, but reading it from a legal standpoint will make you get a better understanding when you as to why trust is important and how to create your trust. So,
Ah.
so now, what we are going at is the part where we explain the Bible version of equity. right? So the Bible's version of equity, let me read it. Um, People, if you have in the book or in the notes, write them down, because we'll go hard tonight. Equity is an important part of biblical justice. So biblical justice, remember, God stands for justice 100%. That is what equity is for. However, it's not given an exact definition in the Bible. The main Hebrew word for equity is meserim, which conveys meaning, which converts ideas or transfers ideas like uprightness, straightness, no shakiness, straightness, levelness, fairness, truth, order, and integrity. So everything positive about equity when it comes in the Bible. So just understand that the opposite of equity is inequity. So everything negative, unrighteousness, everything bad, shakiness, straight, unfair, lie, disorder, and no integrity, no respect. You understand? All right.
Yeah.
So that is it. So now we're gonna go in at the part where the legal frame. So remember, I know legal was created by men, and because legal was created by men, the term legal and its structure, it is going to have a 50-50 thing in its definition. And the biggest part of that is vulnerable. So it starts a vulnerable group of rights, meaning that they say, yeah, you have the right to split justice, but you have the right for also just not split justice. It can be unfair.
Vulnerable.
Yeah. Vulnerable
Mm-hmm.
group of rights and procedures to provide fairness, unhampered by the narrow strictures of the old common law or other technical requirements of law. So this is why I'm always say I don't care about legal and statutes and stuff like that. I care about law, because when it comes to legal, man is going to always try to bend the rules to their needs and their outcome. But when you stick under God's law, nobody can bend the rules. You know what I mean?
It's slippery.
Yeah. So people share up the live. Let's go to 15,000 likes. Share the live, and we're about to move on. Yeah. So watch this now, chap. We're gonna go back here and we're gonna read down this side. Trustees are sole authority except where delegated to agents or board of directors. Now you see, I have the express trust over here, they have the corporate side of a trust over here. So we're dealing with God over here, and then this is man over here, the corporation. Trustees
Yeah.
afforded more leverage. Trustees afforded more leverage and powers are generally broader than corporate officers. Law provides that. Notice when I say legal. Law provides that whatever any individual may lawfully do, the trust can do. The sky is the limit. The sky, aka the nature. Now, a big thing, important thing that I want to point out to people to understand. You see, when it comes to creating your trust, it's very important, again, to keep everything honest, because remember, the trust is going to benefit obviously you and your offspring and anyone who comes after you for generations to come. But it
Amen.
also offers a just protection for your ears and the trust itself. This is why, because you can't lie. You can't say God and still do evil. You can't say God and still doing evil. So everything has to have 100% justice. Now, there's a thing called where, let me show you. Right here. The legal sense of the Bible, right? Everything that Jesus or Christ or whosoever they want to call it, but Jesus in the Bible, him always split justice and him always split truth. And that's why him always get charges from the court, the lawyers, or the Pharisees,
In
right?
other terms, him always dealing in equity,
Mhm.
fairness, always split justice, as Jesus say.
Right, which makes him an enemy of the state at all times. That's why him always an enemy of the state. Now, I'm going to bring this over here, so I'm going to bring this up where it says, Jesus talked to lawyers and judges. A lot of people don't even realize it. when they go to court and stuff, these are things that Jesus himself encountered. He was talking to lawyers and judges every single time he encountered the Pharisees. He was always being interrogated, always being harassed. So you have to go. So you have to read the Bible from a legal standpoint, at least his version, right? You have to study theme thing and say, okay, how him angle these people? How did he handle these people? All right, man, I'll show you. So it's a right here. It's a what did Jesus say about lawyers in the Bible? In Luke 11:46, Jesus pronounced the first woe and charged them with interpreting the law with their own bent for the purpose of having people bow to their whims. Jesus says, woe to you, lawyers, right? Now, the reason why this is important is that people who are experiencing coercion, people who are experiencing abuse from police, soldiers, any from workplaces, all of these people, we consider them lawyers. It's not just law enforcement we call lawyers. These are people who actually understand law and still choose to use it to their benefit to do what? Whim. So people can bow to their whims, meaning they can substitute them.
And the same process as you did I explain earlier. Them deprived people are the same equity where them supposed to have in the same contract. Cause for being vulnerable. The rights them where you are vulnerable, them put up to charity or put out in the public to charity. So anybody can tamper with the rights them. And I gotta
Exactly.
go on with the corporation them. You see free.
Exactly. So
Big
people,
big up yourself, West Boss, everybody. Big
yeah,
up the
man, so
family.
people, all them do is basically them because the power, like I said, because the power, them want have power over you. They do the wrongs to you, and then they make you think that you don't have no rights. This is why it said Jesus pronounced the first woe and charge. Now, the key word right here, so in this entire paragraph, is this charged. A lot of people read charge and just skim over it because in your mind, in your mind, you're saying charge. I know what charge mean. You know what I mean? But really and truly, do you know what charge mean? Anybody in the chat, do you guys know what charge mean? Please don't Google it. If you don't know it, don't cheat. Because you're cheating yourself if you Google it. Honestly speaking, when somebody say I'm charging you, what does that mean? Because remember, you have different types of charge, but it's the same, it's spelled the same way. You have charge in finance, you have charge in legal terminology, banking terminology, etc., etc. So anyone in the chat know what charge mean in this context?
Somebody over here says a deduction.
A deduction.
Yeah. West Boss said that.
All right. So let's go over here. Let's go over here. Synthesize. That's synthesize. All right, check it out. So remember I said earlier, when you're reading these documents, when I said documents, the Bible, the trust, all of these things, you have to put on your legal eyeglasses. Legal eyeglasses. So what you do is, what does the legal term of charge mean? So now we're trying to get the context of what Jesus was saying, In criminal cases, a charge is a formal accusation. It's an accusation. That's what charges.
That's
So
from the Black Slide I read.
no, these are just from regular legal definition. These are from Google. So remember, you don't necessarily have to go to Black's Law Dictionary. You just need the right definition or the right from the right context, meaning
Yeah.
legal. You just need the legal definition, right? So now that we know that charge mean accusation or to accuse. Now we understand what he was saying here. So Jesus pronounced the first woe and accused them with interpreting the law with their own bent. What bent mean? Understanding, for the purpose of having people bow to their whims. So we understand what he was saying now. This is why when you get a police pull you over and him say, no, me have to charge you. No, he's accusing you. This is why he has to write. Yeah.
You don't know what's the police all on from little brother today.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
me
gonna make
know
him
that,
tell
man.
you what go on. You see me? I'm gonna show them. I make him tell you know what go on little from this. But basically the ID thing. You see me?
Yeah.
That was few phone call and before he reach at the place where them release him.
Okay,
And
okay.
now we not present no ID to them or nothing. You see, pray. And at the
Yeah,
same thing, it a based off of trust.
yeah.
Implied trust and express trust.
Right,
You see me?
express himself fully who he is, eh?
Ah. So nothing can be implied upon you. You see me? And everything a business.
Unless you consent by being
Ah,
silent.
accurately. But may I make him tell you now I go and look from this thing.
All right. So everybody in the chat, you guys in the chat, you guys understand why it's important to slow down and read and try to find the legal framework or legal meaning of words that you think you know based off what you're reading. Because remember, when a police pull you over, they are accusing you. So that charge means, so somebody said a fine is to be paid. No, charge in a legal frame doesn't mean a fine. It means an accusation, but charge in a financial capacity means something to be paid. There's something owed. So you have to understand charge. You're accusing me. This is why they have to write a thing called arrest affidavit. They have to tell you, they have to bring their accusations on paper. And when in a situation like that, you have to rebut the accusation. Because now you're facing criminal charges or criminal accusations, so you have to rebut it and say, listen, you're bringing false charges, aka false accusations against me, right? All right, so I'm glad we cover that. Open gonna catch that. No. All right, let me see. Let me see where it is. So no, the reason why I bring up this Wise Concise is a book from Wise Concise. This is a snapshot from Wise Concise. The book. It's very important to understand the terminologies, because the terminologies is what they use to beat people. The terminology is what they use to beat people, trick people, and get us tied up or get us to consent to their jurisdiction, get us to consent to their paperwork, and get us to consent to be captured or kidnapped like what happened to Bantu brother today. Right? But because him understand him wordings and the teachings, him get out of it without any formal charge. Right? Correct me if I'm right. I'm wrong, Bantu.
Correct, man, my father.
No. Guys, let's go to 20,000 likes, man. I'm not like on the dead on the live, man. You guys just quiet on the live. I know, so you guys learning, but make the live
Yeah,
active.
man. Tap up the screen, people.
Yeah,
Who now
active.
follow Skellington than when get aware to the platform, say, you see me?
Yeah, activate the algorithm, man. Make sure you guys sign up for Bantu class March 9th. You know that's around the corner. That's like 3 days from now. So let's go. Share the live. Bring it up to 20,000 likes. Let's get it active. And tonight, remember, we only had on this for me, at least. I had on this for only 2 hours. So not drain myself because TikTok will drain, you know.
Last night, you want to know what go on last night, my father?
What go on?
Last night was a piece of revealing thing. L.A. Lewis and him businessman, my God.
You mean after I'm gone?
After you gone, man, because I'm tell you, say, I'm interested in months, I wait for years, I wait for the conversation, you know. You see me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and it unfinished said way. Because you know where him care, the amount of thing him revealed to it first night.
Yeah,
You
it,
see me?
it always like a unfinished, man, because I'm talking in circles.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm talking
But
in
the
circles.
concept said the warrior never acknowledge the trust. Him
Yeah.
kind of look away.
Yeah,
You know, if you're not telling people about trust and you need people birth certificate in order to sign up for your tribe. Something wrong.
well,
Or for your government. You should say a tribe. A government.
right. So the thing is, I can't really speak for him, you know, as far as with what him do with the birth certificate and things like that. But usually when you're going a part of tribe, you have to prove some form of identity. So
Yeah.
the birth paper and whatever go on, but it's just for their records in case like external government agency had investigated, you can come to your defense for say, hey, no, this is such and such, I will convey this and now under come from under your jurisdiction. So that is the only purpose, not for commercial use, you know?
It's the prayer.
But it's like you still own your documents. It's not. It's just for safekeeping for us in if internal use for back you if anything come to
Right,
fruition.
man, my father. Right, man.
All right,
Oh,
people.
what's my God, man, my God. But to make the thing look like somebody attack him. I wasn't attacking.
Yeah, man. Last night it different, man. It's a different thing when the people them are defend him certain way. So you don't have to just go on.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
nice thing. Let's see it.
yeah, man. It's live and nice, man. Come on, guys. We're not starting but the teachings until they reach 20,000 likes. Come on, the top's
Yeah,
free,
so
the
the time
live's
is up for
free.
there. No need for tap up the screen because I want to get this
Mm-hmm.
out in the algorithm. Skeleton that I know say you know run much still, but I can use that for encourage the people and for tap up the screen and send me up in the algorithm. So more people can hear what I want. Said we. You see, prima father.
All right, match business. All right, I'm gonna click the match business. This right now. Man, match.
No,
Then I,
I don't really say much, but I just will keep the people and keep TikTok algorithm going. You see,
okay,
prima
okay,
father.
okay. Yeah.
So the ones
Yeah.
them what they on the top of the screen make reach a 50,000 likes per each one of the live them. Cause you know say the
Right,
message you have push out.
right.
And
Oh,
time is everything now.
yeah. This
So the
man I
ones
said
them tap it up.
one bag of proving thing that go on pan LLO's cap. Yeah. That go on, yes. But me just last night me just but it half for sure. Wait, because him saying not travel, him use it, him travel upon him document and rare. I said, bro, well, you tell me you can't tie me in with Moors and them people.
Me
You can't.
travel for highway Jamaica.
LLO, that the man, me know such man say if that the way the man, me know say a man like him, from him do something, wait, I gonna make nice, him I gonna video it. So we know say you never travel international yet on your
Yeah, me I
document.
tell you know what make him vex still, my father?
Mm.
Anytime I did ask, cause him a promote say anytime you get the maroon documents them, you gotta start get money off your birth certificate. I may ask if one person out of the 4 million people them, anyone can attest to that. Not
Mm.
one person can come forward and say this or say that.
None
I
of
yet
them.
see him a go say where we attack a fucker.
Yeah, none of them, bro. That's how me know,
You see
cause me
me?
know, me know first, and when people who work with them tell me say, yo, them document are foolishness, and I may have to help them with for them document for deal with it properly.
At the same thing I can say to my father.
So we just all right, people. There were 15,000 like. Let's go to 20,000.
Tap up the screen, people. You know, we have a message tonight. We are talking about trust. And everybody have a charitable trust. We are talking about the administrator general, we are dealing with the charitable trust and them link with the accountant general. That are in Jamaica.
All
This is
right.
important for people know because a big transfer in wealth is taking. The final majority happen already. Because
Yeah,
people
man.
are
Of
actually
course.
sign up to the digitalization, not knowing say things that get transferred from them charitable trust or them public trust
Yeah.
or them government name, Sesti Wike Vi Trust or Sesti Wike V, over to private partners where claim ownership in a phone estate. I mean, I talk about the real estate, nothing where they in the artificial realm. You see, pray. They might take it from out of the real world and use phone consent. Contract is based on trust, without trust. And that's why them trick, And the trick there is called implied trust. You see me? So them force to do something what we never really know about. Just like everybody getting the birth certificate. We graduate past the birth certificate long time. So anybody wanna get themselves verified, we know you have different ways and means to do that. You see, pray. In the night we are talking about the trust. You see me? So who knows so if you do the right thing, send some gifts on the live and tap up the screen. Cause you know so we don't have time for waste. Said we people. Do the right thing we outside. You see it?
Alright.
So the charitable trust, you know, say I true most people never over as a charitable trust, my father.
Yeah.
That's the danger, you know.
Yeah, but the thing is, as I say, people now read. Them still now read for understand. Them now read, like I say, them I read from a English standpoint versus a legal standpoint. And
So they pray.
that alone can lick your chip because you think you know a word what it mean, and then because you don't understand the context or the meaning of the word, you interpret it wrong,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So
So
everything, the conveyance, cause that's one of the big word that people are getting, you know. The
transfer,
convey,
conveyance,
transfer.
transfer means transfer.
So the transfer of every single thing from the public to the private, it have to do with the will, and the will is a type of trust again, my father. I don't know if you touched on the will already. The will is an irrevocable trust where you decide to make the decision there before you kill the straw man. So a two main trust we are talking about, and still we might have to deal with another trust. You see me, and trust inside that trust. Cause you skeleton, know you have it in the blueprint, my father. But we just like give the ones and a little heads up about
Yeah,
what
man.
the in-store said we have to talk about, because the G tell us him have 2 hours. You see me, and me have around less than 2 hours in the same speed, because we know say the message have to go to the ones and ones them. You see,
Right,
pray.
right. Yeah, man. Me, I listening. Just
So
yeah,
somebody say we are not from the paper, and we have to touch that. Question is the birth certificate of, if the certificate of life from AGD is equivalent to the verification letter from the RGD. That you talk about the accountant general department, if it's equivalent to the verification letter from the RGD. I'm not sure how to answer that one then. Skellington done.
yeah. The question. Me not understand the question.
The accountant general issues a life certificate for people who get pension. You see, for people who are qualified for get pension, prove that they are still alive, and then them get a little scrums out of what them really forget. You see, pray. So them issue a life certificate at the when people pass 65 years, because they move it from 60 to 65. And them give them a little thing every month based on what them used to earn. You know them something they run. But him
Mm-hmm.
asks if it is similar to the certificate of live birth. So one of them are almost when your life are finished. And one of them is in a financial term, we should have said one of them is after the bond is fully matured.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them is after the creation of the original document.
Right,
You
the
see, pray.
inception. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the like I said, the ending, the maturity of the bond. So now it looking to two things is being done right there. They're looking to for either the estate to be formally declared dead, where they can issue a death certificate. So that's where the pension starts slow down. They're preparing to close out the estate. So
Yeah.
so now the estate can be either probated.
Yeah,
So
man, my father, we are connect while.
yeah, man, so everybody right now is sitting down on the sideline waiting for your dead. So they can see if you because remember throughout the entire life, nobody came and claimed the estate. So all creditors are pirates out there are wait for the ship, the captain of the ship dead. So them can just go through probate, aka ambush the ship and just raid it,
Mm,
right? Because they know nobody claim it.
powerful. I will
Yeah.
talk about the ship, we are talking about the citizenship.
Yeah.
Okay, people, that is your abandoned ship. I hear a ship where you uno not pay attention to. Uno
Right.
own
You don't
business,
claim
so
it.
you're supposed to have mine and not mine.
Yeah. No claims to it. They never put no claims to it. So at the end of when they reach 50, 60, them a look the pirate, them still out there look and say, hey, all these years we've been robbing this ship. Now we can actually take over the ship because the captain dead.
You see the period?
Right. All right, so we'll go back to the trust part now. So declaration of trust is very important, my people. The declaration of a trust is very important, right? Is the trust instrument that constitutes the trust. Now, no, I want to explain this very keenly. People write down these words that I'm telling you for research in a legal sense. Just go up on Google and type it. The legal meaning of a trust instrument, right? You have to know these words so you can get an overall understanding of what the documents are saying. So you have to learn. So if you go to Japan, you have to learn them language in order to talk to them. Or to understand what they're saying. So you need to learn trust lingo, right? So
Important.
instrument, right, that constitutes the trust. What does constitute mean? A word like that you want to go and so find out what does. All right, let me just type it in. What is the legal
Definition for constitute.
meaning for trust instrument? A trust instrument is the document that sets out in writing the authorities, duties, and rights of the parties involved. The instrument may also be known as an agreement, indenture, declaration, or deed. In the case of a testamentary trust, for example, the trust instrument is the decedent's will. In other words, it is intent. This is what I want to be done after I'm dead. But you get the point. Is the instrument is a deed, indenture, or declaration. I like use declaration because that was my intention. I have to declare what I want to happen after me passing or while I am living.
Accurate.
This is what the instrument means. The instrument means documents pretty much. So hope them get that. Hope them get that, people. From there. Go back to this. Yeah. So how is the match? The match done already. How many lose?
No, it no matter if you win or lose. People no just stop up the screen and the whole of the kind them on the tap up on the kind them and say no, support the life.
Support
It's
the life. All
great.
right.
Support the knowledge.
So watch this now. Declaration. So long. All right. So technical expression. Which part am I there? Interest, technical expression, create. But all right, yeah. So I'm gonna read it over back. The declaration of trust is the trust instrument that constitutes the trust. All right, is in the document. So I'm gonna say is the document that constitute the trust. Right? Being is it at the heart of the trust. Without the documents in the trust, nothing no stand. Nothing don't stand without the documents, the written expression. It has been noted in the trust law that no technical expressions are required to create a valid declaration, so long as the words used make clear the settlor's intent to create the trust or confer a benefit of same sort that would be best carried out in the form of a trust, right? So in other words, what they're saying is that your intention have to be clear and concise from beginning, so that way there's no confusion after you pass on, or no confusion to the courts if they try to go through probate. It is clear your intentions before you move on. A trust instrument doesn't necessarily need to be a declaration either, for a trust may be, and often is, formed out of a simple agreement or even a will, just like what you said, right? No. Hold on. Why is this thing I say? Hold on. All right. But with an express trust, the declaration has been preferred since the beginnings of the trust under the common law of England, which otherwise shunned fictions of law. This is where careful attention to detail must be crucial, because in order to properly construe the intent of the settler, the object's property and manner in which all is to be carried out must be set in forth in unambiguous, precise language, so as to particularly create the express trust. So that means I tell you straight, say it have to be very, very, very clear. You cannot confuse nothing. You can't commingle the language. You have to be clear. So if I say Bantu, say if nothing go on, I want you take over my TikTok and run it for the rest of TikTok live
That
or
is in
whatever.
trust.
Clear. It in trust. You understand? Nobody can say, my wife, me say, my wife, she control all of my
And
estate
you
when
know,
they
say
talk.
that actually cripple the police them today. Cause when I
Mm.
got the station,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first station, cause them not make a report of which part him there, cause him not in no ID or nothing. You see
Right.
me? So I call the station first and them have a different man up there, so them think it was that man. So me I
Yeah.
chat to the squaddy. All the woman start shake. The other police woman there behind the counter start shake said time. You see me?
Mm.
Cause I tell my boy say take notes or the badge number, ID, sergeant name, can make sure give himself, give him ID and everything. You see,
Yeah.
pray. So
Yeah,
when
yeah.
them see say the phone a record you know, at them time the woman start shake. So me I ask the virgin say, yo, him get take off of the road and we don't know which part him them name Peng. And him a say, why him right name? So me say, him first name and him middle name, of the
Yeah.
family last name. You see it?
Yeah.
And in there, they asked the name, said we, so me insist say at that time name. So we are asked if you want him business name. So the code what we use here now say is not in business, an explanation of the business name under the Business Name Registration Act and the
Yeah.
terminology for the bond where them a plan for opening him name. So we give them a heads up of what them a plan for do. Him
Right.
go round at the back there, tell him boss or him supervisor or whoever superior over him want to take place. Them call the other station and make them aware of what go on. So by the time I come out this and call in the station and them give me two signal for me know say might around there and we say we are go down there. By the time for reach down there, them call and say yo them let him out, no ID, nothing.
Right.
Them don't need nothing at all from him, them just let him out. You see,
Right.
pray.
Right. 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 Because of the way you express the
When
trust.
I tell them my father and him ID and everything they not trust. Him
Right.
identity, not a ID. His
Right.
identity, DNA,
Yeah,
biometric,
him
him fee
asset.
schedule, every single thing they not trust.
Yeah, him
You see,
property. Him
pray.
properties,
And
yeah.
if we never did that express their trust there and make them aware of the contract we are enforced, because we can't just put out a contract if it not based off a trust, you know.
Right.
No contract is valid without trust. And that is
Mm-hmm.
something what people must know. No
Right.
contract is valid without trust, whether implied or express.
Mm-hmm.
You see, pray. One
Yeah.
must know say trust must exist. And that a law.
That's facts. Because remember, I know one can exist enter into a contract even though you don't trust the person, but it still have trust. So you can have me not trust you, but me still a enter. Me a enter the contract in good faith. You know what
That
I
is
mean?
it, my father.
Yeah.
That is it. So
And
right, so the definition of trust so we have right to say it's a trust includes an express trust, private or charitable, with additions thereto, wherever and however created. So it can be a verbal trust, it can be a trust where I say, you never have to tell Skellington that nothing. I trust him to do what him supposed to do. That a
right.
trust same way. You see, pray, however created,
Word is bond, yeah? Word is bond.
and at the same way a bond come in, and if we not consent to a trust, a bond cannot be created if we are express trust. If your
Mm-hmm.
terms and condition is not met in that contract, my consent not go give that, basically. If we know say a foolishness I go on, we not go take part tonight. You see, pray. So
Mm-hmm.
the term also includes a trust created or determined by judgment or decree, under which the trust is to be administered in the manner of an express trust. Same thing with Skellington that I talk about. You see, pray.
Mm-hmm. I want to
Some
expound on that.
people, yeah,
I
yeah.
want to expound on that. You see the importance of an express trust versus any other trust, because express trust is the most important, the most powerful trust on the planet. Because it's an express trust God put we in a, we as human, God put we in a express trust. So in our express trust, the lifespan is 20 to 25 years at a time in order to avoid rules against perpetuities. Meaning, if the trustee don't extend the time, the lifespan of it, it can be dissolved by itself, just naturally dissolved. So death or settler or trustee has not effect on life or affairs of the trust. Meaning, if, like me say, if the trustee don't come up front and say, listen, the trust exists and we're extending its life to another year. So it's like it's immortal only if you invoke that, right? All right. Trust is not required to obtain business license. The express trust is not required to obtain business license. You see, my wish L.A. Lewis did have the time last night when we could have show him them thing here. Because they explained to him, say, you're talking about statutory trust, you're talking about man-made trust, we're talking about God-made trust, right? Now, the next section, trustees are not required to file reports with any entity and are accountable only to the beneficiary, governed strictly under principles of equity. You see that chap?
Accurately, man, my father. I
And
hope people are listening that and people wanna tap up the screen and share the live. Drop someone in the comment and send all of the kind them wanna have. Cause this are the knowledge how if you are investing and stop for the fuckery. You see, pray.
no, you see, earlier I explained what equity is, inequity is. You hear what it said? Trustees are not required to file reports with any entity. Entity equals corporation, government, IRS, anybody, only God, period. And are accountable only to the beneficiary, governed strictly under the principles of equity. Now, if you understand what equity is, like I explained earlier, equity means good, God. God only deal with justice, rights,
So
truth,
when
things
when a
like that.
man when a man pull up on a show, you say him thing pay taxes to corporations and I encourage you to pay taxes to these corporations. It can't be a good thing. It show clear say this man don't understand what is trust. And a man can't be sovereign if him ignore God, the creator's trust.
Right.
You see,
That is
pray.
fact. That is facts. That is facts. Because remember, you can't serve two masters. It's either you give what due unto Caesar or you give what due unto God. Simple as
Exactly.
that. You can't serve two
Exactly.
masters. So you can't say you serve God, but you're there over Caesar's palace, I go and gamble and do all kind of thing. Joke.
And I
No.
tell you,
So
operating
watch this
in
now.
debt.
Business, then I move on. Business name is naturally protected by injunctions. Injunctions, let me press this for you much so, man. Injunction is another form of affidavit where you're declaring something, right? Where you get a court order or something from the judge, and once that injunction is put in place, nobody can trespass against it. It's like an honorary seal, right? Where we at? A federal, when we say business name, may, okay, so injunction may also use trade name or trademark for trust purpose without registration. No,
Hold on, my father, hold on. You said
yeah,
trade name
yeah,
or trademark.
yeah,
Trade name is the same thing as the DBA.
exactly.
No why people
And the
skip past this, you know.
and the trademark is the logo, aka the symbol where you use your
Or this
seal.
in most cases people use it as them signature.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay.
No,
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 people cause the terminologies kinda beat people. Normal people don't catch the lingo, so
exactly.
it sound like a French. You see my
That's
God?
what that's why I'm tell them say if you go in a Google and type in the legal definition of things, not just type in the definition of things, words. Important because you will not understand if you just type in the definition. No, we say, remember, I'm going to read that again. It says, business name is naturally protected by injunction, may also use trade name or trademark for trust purpose without registration. You remember last night when we was discussing with such man, say, he must say, oh no, register the trust and under Vatican and I say, no, it's unincorporated. Unincorporated means it's not incorporated. It's not
Ah.
registered, no.
So I hit me and say my father, the man them a work underneath an unincorporated association, which is the same name, the same name there.
No,
You
them
know
are
my
working.
father.
They working on incorporated one, not an unincorporated.
Well,
Incorporated.
You're right, my God. If you really
Yeah.
think about it, you're
Me,
correct,
me, me work on the unincorporated one. Like
You're
my trust
correct.
now, my
You're
trust now
correct, my
registered.
God. You're
Yeah.
correct. You're correct. 100% correct.
So when we explain to him, say, no, you don't need to register. Unincorporated speak for itself. So him say, no, so that means you go out there in the world and where you can do commerce and say, no, we can still do commerce because every bank, majority of the banks have to acknowledge that will be discrimination against the natural man because I'm
Yeah.
coming in as such. So you can't discriminate because somebody don't want to register or give you power over them. Remember, to register is meaning you're giving up, to relinquish
Exactly.
your
The
powers
man
and
not
rights.
even know what register mean. And what am I teach people say?
Right, I don't know.
And you
But
have some people, you have even a bridging where me know say him follow you hard and him follow me hard. Me never know say I saw them money deep in the said business. The man them infiltrate my camp. Wicked. I never see my camp. Because I never have a camp available. I just say do whatever we are do. You
yeah,
see,
yeah,
pray. Them do the
yeah,
thing neat, man. But me big up, me like the craft. We still a learn. We have a whole heap more to learn. You see,
yeah.
pray.
So watch this now. All federal excise tax and state organization and franchise taxes are legally avoided. You hear that?
Mm.
Legally avoided. Not evade, because what him not talk about last night was evasion of taxes. We not evade
Ah,
tax. We just avoid it and then we go back to claim it.
exactly. So you say
Because
you do charity and not really from your heart you do it. You do it for evade tax. You
exactly.
see, pray. If you say that you do.
Exactly. Like you
You
say,
see,
you
take it
collect
on
the
the
so let me show you. He make a statement last night where him say him collect taxes from the people, but he not no intentions to pay it to Andrew. So that
Mm.
means you're deceiving the people and you're becoming Caesar. So you defraud Caesar and then you defraud God people. So it's like you contradict yourself in you know a lot, but you still contradict yourself based on your operations. Right? So you're not coming in equity, you're coming unjust. So
Very
back
much.
to what I'm saying. So guys, the express trust, all federal excise tax and state organizations and franchise taxes are legally avoided. So we don't pay taxes. We claim taxes. We ask for a refund. We demand, not ask, but we demand our refund based on the output we put in the economy, because they owe us. No,
All
not
interest is derived from the main registered stock is to be issued to the holder. All interest means all payments accrued monthly
yeah,
or quarterly in the business year or whenever it are come in. It's supposed to go to the holder. That is where these corporations come in and act like say they are the mediator between you and the creator give them something for put on for you and you wanna reach the age to control your own thing or mind your own business. So them decide say them are gonna deal with it for you. See you
right.
have the guys them in a Jamaica, my father, since recently. The guys them say the same people them money them use to invest $2.9 billion in capturing the people them identity. And the people them not oversee for them investment for
Yeah,
them pocket every single thing I come out of. Because them they run a one part now understand what is trust and
right.
expressing the trust and the charitable trust where the system set up and put all of your land and personal property in her. You see me? So everything I go in a one crown estate. You see, pray. And the crown estate is still a trust. And that
Right.
we are talking about the trust, the expressing your trust. Because if you now make proclamations and declarations, you're the behind a time when we're talking about trust. You see, pray. So anybody we are try deceive on the mind with images. Don't be deceived by images, people.
And slick words.
Ah,
Just because you think you understand the words, it easy. Everything sound good when you don't understand words.
that
Everybody
is
so
Father.
everybody sound intelligent when the words sound good.
We are say, man, my God. We have something about the trust fund we want to talk about to, my father. But go on, we want to get in.
Yeah. All right. Wait, chap, what happened? Your phone kick away. All right, guys. When chap come back, we'll go and move forward. Not subject to you're forward. All right. So not subject to foreign corporation laws of any state. So no, everybody, want you guys understand. We're talking about the express trust, the most powerful trust on the planet. It is
Yeah,
not subject to foreign corporation laws of any state. Now, in legal, when they say state, we're not talking about state of Florida or state of, we're talking about the government state. So the state of Jamaica, the state of the world government we're talking about. Any state, they refer to these corporations as states, not countries. That's why it named the state of China, the state of Japan, the state of Jamaica, the state of Florida, the United States of the world, right? So it is not subject, meaning we not bow to anybody. Our trust is not under any state corporation laws, not inherently subject to commercial regulation except for income derived from corporate stock and physical franchises under Article 1, Section 8, Clause 1 and 3. Express Trust is a valid entity in all states of the Union. But let me explain that. So it's saying the only time it is required to do that is if the trust is claiming income that's derived from a corporate stock, meaning if you ever went and incorporate or register your trust as a business, now you're under their franchise or their jurisdiction, so they can tax you accordingly.
yeah. If
But
you're doing business,
if you're doing if no, you can do business, but if you register, because
okay.
you can do
If you're
business
hand
even
it over,
exactly. But remember, as an unincorporated trust, you can still do business how you choose to do business. So let me give you an example. So like chap no, me is an unincorporated trust and you is an unincorporated trust. And trust and me say chap, say more three of the code them. And you say, you know what, Skelly? Oh, you have up so you have couple pine and papa and we say, man.
contractual basis.
Exactly. So it is a private transaction. So that is
Okay.
there's no
And
income there.
my father are the same principles of law them use to capture every single thing from the people them, but unknowingly the people them consent.
Exactly.
You see, pray.
Exactly.
So the
Exactly.
first trust where the charitable trust in comparison to the express trust, the implied trust and the express trust. Implied means something that was implemented upon you. So that is a type of charitable trust as we are showing the one them. And in a Jamaica, them call it the charitable trust. And this is a type of trust that is created to benefit members of the public. That means say it have your personal property them in the public. Everything in it there in the public. It not have no direction or nowhere for go, but right in the public, so anybody can come pick up where them want and go in any direction where them want to go. You see, pray. So them say it is created where land or personal property is given in trust to be applied to a specific charitable purpose. So attached to this trust is a trust fund. You see, pre, and we are talking about the conveyance of this trust, because them say the charitable trust can evolve into a perpetual trust. And Skellington Dan can elaborate on the perpetual. Cause I'm always one of the man who highlight the words so we can know how to view the word when we see the word perpetual. You
Yeah.
see, pre, something we have got happen forever and ever and ever. Immortalize what him say a while ago. You see, pray. For see at the same way, if you give your will to them, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And that's one popular one where people would have ringing at them ears and I really know what it mean. And from the law book said way. You
Yeah.
see, pray.
Yeah. Perpetual if you know all right. So in the music industry or in any kind of contract, anytime you see somebody put perpetuity or perpetual in a contract. Never sign that, ever. Because they're basically asking you to give up your full rights forever and ever. Amen. They have full control over all your rights, right? Forever and ever. Amen. So it means endless.
Yeah.
They can
So
use
tap up the screen, people, and share the live. Because I explain the trust fund. Now, we know all the people interested in the part. The most people link me them and talk about you can get money out of birth certificate, and that is impossible. You
watch
see
this,
me?
watch this, watch this. On this. I'm gonna read this to people. No, watch this. So I'm gonna read, people are gonna dead and understand when I keep on say people are talk about, oh, I wanna become a US citizen. I always say this on my platform. Anybody, anybody can become a US citizen in 15 minutes. And they laugh and don't understand what I mean. Because a citizen is a fictitious entity. So what I mean by that, you register your name as a business and you become a citizen in 15 minutes.
Accurate.
Now I'm going to show you guys something. The express trust may function as an article. I don't remember which signature this are symbol, 5 or 4. Section 2, citizen. Now we're going to look this up. Of the United States via its trustee, not a 14th Amendment citizen. The citizen is understood in constitutional law as private citizen. That's the 14. So watch, let me explain. So it's 4, Article 4, Section 2, citizen. All right, let's look that up. I'll show you how we do research. Article 4, Section 2, summary. A person's what a charge in the United States.
Charge. A
In
deduction. Somebody did say a deduction.
a
Something I get
person,
take out of something.
but remember, now we're going with legal terms, right? No, it hard because it hard for zoom this screen. That's why I am writing and telling you what I'm writing so you can do it for yourself.
You
Remember
can
this.
use your finger and zoom it for like for your phone I use.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh. Yeah, man, come like a old man at this thing and TikTok just a joke.
We know it come on, my father. We know it come on. People, the top up the screen and share the live. You could go out in the algorithm so other people can hear what we are dealing with. You see me? This
All
is
right.
the future.
This is the no.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so look, a person's charged, aka accused, in any state with treason, felony, or other crime, who shall flee from justice and be found in another state, aka country, shall, on demand of the executive authority of the state from which he fled, be delivered up to be removed to the state having jurisdiction of the crime. So now we're going to read back this here, so wait a second. Trust may function as an Article 4, Section 2. Thanks for the clarity there. On the United States via its trustee. Right? Now, I want to see if anybody understand that the breakdown of definition right here. How it relates to what is here. How that definition relates to what is here. Trust may function as an Article 4, Section 2 citizen.
Trust is an entity.
All right, so people don't understand. Let me explain. Remember, if you're operating in an express trust that is under God, right? And then you take up yourself and identify the trust as an Article 2 citizen and start doing commerce, you are now considered an enemy of the state. This is why they can charge you for treason. because you you have been identifying as something other than a 14th Amendment citizen. This is why a 14th Amendment citizen is
And
also a corporation, which is an enemy of the states as
and
well.
that is the same reason why a lot of people getting arrested for tax fraud. Them
Exactly.
don't know what them a do. You see,
Exactly.
pray.
Because they are saying they are tax exempt, but then on their tax return they identify as a citizen.
Mm-hmm.
So if you say one thing and then you do another thing on paper, they're going to take your word on the paper versus your word verbal word.
Accurately.
Because no,
And
you
that
so
means that mean are the same thing. Them are gonna imply whatever the citizen forget if you not express it. You see, pray.
yeah. Because remember, on paper you're saying you're a 14th Amendment citizen, right? Which has a social security and all of this stuff. But then then you're expressing, you're doing one thing. You file as a 14th Amendment citizen, which is a slave. But then you're doing, but then you're saying something over here on not on paper, but you're just saying it out of your mouth. You have not put in any form of paperwork to say, I am he who lives. But over here, you're saying one thing and then doing the other. You're saying, I live over here, I am such over here. No writing, Remember, they're dead. So they can't hear you. They only can do what?
Them only
Communicate.
can
They only can
indicate paper.
exactly. They only can communicate to paper. So you have to communicate that your expression on paper. So it stands truth in commerce.
Mm-hmm.
This citizens 14th Amendment citizen is a corporate entity, which is the straw name. So if you over here so say, oh, I'm a express trust, yet you could talk till you're weak. If there's no paper to back it, they're going to always presume or assume you are a 14th Amendment citizen.
Accurately.
This is why the trust is important. Because forever you are someone committing treason. All right. Hope you guys understand that. Right? Which part with
If
it?
you know over so I go on and drop someone in the comment, people. Tap up the screen by the way. How so much people are watching live on and not tap the screen. I wonder if such man's agents them a learn how to go on. Can realize a whole heap of people listen, but them not support the life. Don't know
Right.
what really are go on if a robots or what. You see, pray. But if you not there, I wanna tap up the screen them and share the live. Who not follow Skellington down and make sure so you follow the G said way. Cause the teacher that
Likewise.
and they might break it down in a syllables so even a baby can get it. And we there have to make sure so who not get it in a one different format. You see, pray.
All right. Some people are say them for go again because them not understand. All right. So remember, over here you have the corporate. Yeah, this represents the trust, the express trust. The left side represents the express trust. Let me zoom back out. And then you have the right side, which represents the dead entity, the corporation. Currently, you guys are identifying as a corporate entity. So the dead, you guys are identifying as the dead. And I'm explaining to you guys that the express trust will have you identify as a living man under God. So what I was explaining here, trust may, keyword in this paragraph is may, meaning it's a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Trust may function as, 'cause remember, now you erect your express trust, you are operating under God. But remember, you can always choose to serve God or choose not to serve God at any given time.
And
So,
that are the same exact thing the acts them in a Jamaica say. The diplomatic immunity act say the minister may. Can remember say this the
mhm.
acts talk up the governs corporation.
Right,
So
right.
the minister acting as a member of a corporation or an agent of a corporation, this is directly to him. So it direct him for say the minister may appoint certain people appearing to him after them declare certain things on the public records or in the gazettes.
Right.
So the same thing when we are talking about expressing what is in your thoughts out in a reality, that is a must, and it happens through trust, said we. Because you are trusting the faith of the Constitution or in the faith of universal law or common law or whatever law you put your faith in good faith or in God faith.
Right.
You see,
And
pray.
not only that, you're putting your trust that you're putting trust in them to uphold God's law when you
Yeah.
express. Right?
Because that
All
is
right.
what them swear I would for do.
Exactly, to uphold it for the people. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to explain it now again to the people. So now that you're acting as a living trust, express trust under God, you're acting as a living man, living woman, and living in a just, you're being truthful, you split justice, you're honest, you're on the good team. One day you get up and it says, trust, the express trust. Now this is the deception. The express trust may function as an Article 4, Section 2 citizen of the United States via its trustee. Let me explain that now. Let me explain. You notice it say citizen of the United States via its trustee. What this is saying is that if you create an express trust as a citizen of the United States, if you get up one day and say you want to be the trustee of that trust, this is why I was explaining to what's his name last night and said, I am not the trustee of my trust. My trust is the trustee of the trust because the government name is a United States citizen. So if I become a trustee of that trust, I am no longer protecting the trust because I make the trust easy to be broken because of my status, the government
Accurate.
name status. This is
Accurate.
why I says this is why I say over here treason because no you can't identify as two. You can't the dead can't represent the living then, if that makes sense. As a 14th Amendment citizen, you are considered in their corporation, you are considered dead. So you cannot represent the living. The trust is the living entity that is living, breathing, eating, walking. You guys understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now, let me go back here so I read again. Let me see. One of them can say. All right. So right here it says, trust may function as an article 4, Section 2 citizen of the United States via its trustee, not a 14th Amendment citizen.
Somebody asks how we go about doing an express trust. This is the instructions you know get
Right,
right now.
right,
All you
right.
have to do is listen, get a book, a pen, take notes, write down the words you not understand, ask questions in the comment section, and you're gonna get an answer. You see, pray. If you know want to go and tap up the screen and share the live so other people can hear what we are talking about. Make your family members them hear so if you don't get it, at least one somebody out of your group or out of your family I go get what we are say. You see, pray. Do the right thing, people. We outside.
All
Sorry
right.
for cutting my God.
No, man, you're good, my father. So already know. This citizen is understood in constitutional law as the private citizen. They're referring to the 14th Amendment citizen and want you to understand that the same straw name or the same straw man also have two sides to it. You have the private side and you have the public side. Both sides are still corporate
Accurate.
because it's still not
Within
a
the system.
I'm still
Within
in
the
the
system.
system. Exactly. No,
Yeah. So the light, well, I remember break down that for you, my father. I'm always a try to say it. Sorry for cut you.
no
But
man.
the live birth record and the certificate of live birth is still within the system. In other terms,
Yeah.
accurate. Because it was both documents was created by the
The
system as
corporate. Exactly.
with the
Exactly.
purpose of creating the local registered stock, and that is the thing that powers the system.
Right.
You see, pray. So for convey it, you have to do it by expressing your terms and condition, and this is the
Exactly.
steps as in how to do it. So listen keenly as we say, people.
But in order to do it, you have to learn the terminology and the lingo to understand
Okay.
how to make it go over or transfer it or convey it into your trust. As remember, the corporate citizen, now I'm going to explain it. Corporation is 14th Amendment citizen. Again, that is a straw name. Regardless of citizenship of corporate officer. Who is the corporate officer they're referring to? You. You are the CEO of your
Estate.
all
Or the
capital
straw
name,
man. The government name. And you
right?
alone can use it. Or anybody try use it. Them a commit crime. Forging
Identity
your
theft.
signature.
Identity theft, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you are the corporate officer of your legal name. That's right, name, government name. You are the only corporate officer, the CEO or the COO. Generally, state corporations require officers to be citizens as well. Now, listen this closely. Generally, state corporations. Remember what I said, what a state is. Anybody remember what a state is? Well, drop it in the comment. If you remember what to explain what a state is, drop a one. Or just drop the answer. Drop the answer in the comment. Share the live. Let's go to 50,000 likes, guys. Share the live.
Yeah, top of the screen, people. Top of the screen and share the live. So people can hear. You see, pre. Somebody say a country.
Yeah. There you go. Yes. Generally, a country generally a country corporation, right? Generally a country requires officers to be citizens as well. This citizen is inherently public due to the nature of the amendment. Again, this right here is the straw name. The corporate officer is the CEO of the straw name. The citizen is a citizen of the country, aka the state, and then
AKA the corporation.
operation, right? And the officer is also a citizen of the straw
Corporation.
corporation. All right,
Corporation is a transition from the plantation. And them are upgrade right now.
right. So this right here, everybody wanna understand what we're saying? You guys understand what we're saying? Tap up the live, tap up the likes, click up here so then we could tap the screen, man. All right. So drop some one and some fire, make we know if you guys understand the difference between a corporate citizen and the express trust. So let me scroll back over here. So here's what is basic. This is telling you not to commingle the living express trust with the citizen, because if you commingle mean if you mix it up. If you mix the two of them, now it is considered a corporate citizen, corporate trust, where they can liquidate or probate it or take it over or pierce the seal or pierce the veil.
Accurate.
It says, so everything ties back to the state and the high psychology. No. It only ties back if you put your trust in that position. We are telling you not to do that. We're telling you how not to do it. So for instance, Chop, you have the thing there. You have the thing over the senior, the diagram with the express trust and so forth
The
and so forth.
structure. Yeah, me I go send it to the phone now. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. All right. So you understand Cinti wise. All right. So everybody understand. Everybody understand. Drop some fire. Drop some fire emoji. If you understand. Let's go to 50,000. Let's go to 50,000, guys. Let's go to 50,000. All right.
Give me 1 second, my God.
I understand what you say, synthesize. All right, so in the meantime, I just read the how an express trust should operate. Now I'm going to show you how the corporate trust operate. the lifespan of a corporate trust, meaning registered trust, is perpetual or certain number of years according to legislative requirements. Again, legislation is made by man, so you have to go by their laws. All officer changes must be reported. Again, Caesar tell you what to do because you erect your trust under Caesar's regime, which records are open for public review. So when you construct a trust and register it under their system, it is always public. No matter how you think private it is public. It can be reviewed for public eyesight. You understand? Now, the opposite is the case. Wait, let me go over here. So this is the trust is not required to obtain business license. This is our foreign trust. On the left side, foreign trust. We are not required to obtain business license. Go over here to the public trust or corporate trust. The opposite is the case, meaning you are required to register for a business license or apply for a business license because you're under Caesar's regime. Get it? No.
Accurate.
Everything that we read over here on the left hand side is for the God side. Over here is for Caesar's side. So everything you do over here in equity, over here we're doing inequity, unfair, unjust. Everything is just
In our
negative.
debts.
Debt. Right. Now, must apply for unsecure fictitious firm name and must register all trade names and trademarks. This, you what you say? Must. So what when somebody say you must do
Not
something,
a if or maybe.
not a if or maybe like over here in God's realm, God's world, it said business name is naturally protected by injunction under God's law. May different from must. Must mean may I tell you. I am telling you, you have to. May
Because
mean you have a
in
choice.
the creator world, truth is sovereign in anything named commerce. So the still
Exactly.
waters and the green pastures, that is where it come in, people. In the express trust, that is the importance of the express trust. Now, in different format.
Yeah. Hola Baba. Just click the link in the bio and just click you can book one
And,
consult from.
and this year I read from, this day in your bio where I read from, Father.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah, it in the books. Books and examples
Alright. So
the
people
Bible.
no need to click the link in a skeleton than bio, cause that's where I start from. Them said
Yeah,
book
deep
them start
believers.
read from when me coulda catch on pan them thing and realize say me can't a fight against my servants them. And my servants are the corporation them must swear for serve me. Cause them
Right,
swear for do it in a public, you know.
right. On the
Alright,
oath.
Father.
On the oath. Yeah.
Alright.
All right. So now
Alright.
we're still over here. So we're here. It says trustees are not required to file reports with any entity and are accountable only to the beneficiary governed strictly under principles of equity under God. Equity is God. Always remember that. Equity is God. So we're not required to file any form of tax or nothing of that. Only to the beneficiaries, meaning with kids and let them know what's going on. We're required to report to them. The trustee, listen, my son, listen, my daughter. This is the update. This is how your life is going to be. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. This is how you have to construct it when you get your kids and blah blah blah. So they're the only ones retired to our family, the beneficiaries. Now, when you go over the corporate side, see what it says? Required. Your trust is required to file statements, reports quarterly. To who? The government. To who? Caesar. To who? The IRS. To who? Jamaica Tax Authority. Because you're operating under Caesar. Give unto Caesar what is due unto Caesar. So everything you're doing is consent. You sign up to praise Caesar. So you can't get mad when Caesar overcharge you or raise this and raise that because you sign up for the raises. Right? So now we go back over God section again. The express trust. Business name is naturally protected by injunction. May also use trademark and trade name for trust purposes without registration. Still, may, and even if we choose to, we still can do it without registration.
Yeah.
No, again.
Unincorporated.
Now the corporation must if you do it as a corporate trust or a statutory trust under Caesar, you must apply. This is no if buts now maybe you must apply for a
Without a doubt.
without a doubt, or else treason again. Must apply for a secure fictitious firm name and must register all trade names and trademarks. So if any one of you guys out there and registering for business name and all types of things, obviously you already praising Caesar. You're giving what's due to Caesar. Now, we're going to go to the second part. All this, remember, we're over on the left hand side is your private trust, express trust. All federal excise tax and state organization and franchise taxes are legally avoided. Legally avoided. We never say evaded, avoided. Right? So we don't pay tax because we avoid it because we don't deal with Caesar. We don't deal with the evil and the pedophiles. We don't deal with it. They need that to fund them nastiness. The corporation now, if you identify as the corporate entity or the corporate trust, the opposite is the case, except for state taxes in certain states. Obviously, some states don't charge state tax, only federal, like Florida, right? So, in either respect, all corporations are taxed indirectly via inflation. You hear that? So, it's no matter what you decide, from you on this side, you are taxed one way or the other. If you don't report your annual tax, guess what? You get taxed at the gas station. You get taxed at the Walgreens or Mega Mart or you understand? That's what such man did I say last night. Sometimes you have to go rate. That's because you are corporate. Right? No. So, guys, drop some light, drop some fire, share the live. Let's keep the algorithm going. We in a match, Me and Zulu in a match. So do the boxing gloves and drop some whatever you want to drop, but keep it active. All right, so back to the trust over here. Guys, it's 49 people in the chat. There's no way you guys can just sit down and just listen. Tap up the screen, man. Be proactive now, please. Watch this now. On the private side again, the express trust under God. Not subject to foreign corporate. The express trust is not subject to foreign corporation laws of any state, aka of any country. Not inherently subject to commercial regulation except for income derived from corporate stock and physical franchise. Now, let me explain what a corporate stock is. Corporate stock is referring to here, a corporation certificate. Understand? So if you register a company, you're supposed to have a corporate stock. So when you're registering a company, whether it's a sole prop or S corp, they give you a stock book and a firm book, not a firm book, a corporate book, which issues stock. You can issue stock to your shareholders and so forth. That's what it means, unless you subscribe to get a corporate stock.
You see, Pre?
Understand? Right?
You know, so I go on and drop someone and tap up the screen, people. You know the strips.
All right, that's a good question, fam. Son, I like your question, them in a youth. You ask good question. So, how do you run a business without paying tax? Do you not register it? No, that means you wasn't paying attention earlier. I just explained. If me and Zuli is an unincorporated business, first you must find out what unincorporated mean.
That mean we not sign up for pay tax.
No. No, we're not going. Let's type in my father. What does unincorporated mean?
Needs.
Unincorporated, fam. Let's go here. Good question.
Syllables. How much word break it down?
Adjective. of a company or other organization not formed into a legal corporation, an unincorporated business. No, not number two, not included as part of a whole. Definition: scrape any unincorporated ingredients from the side of the bowl. Now this right here, so don't apply to what we're trying to get the meaning. This applies it to it. Number one, the adjective of a company or other organization not formed into a legal corporation. So what it's saying, bro, you don't have to be incorporated or legally registered to do business. It's an option. It's up to you. For instance, me unincorporated, Zulu unincorporated. Zulu have some 10 million cows, and me have a butcher shop, and I sell beef. I call Zulu and say, Zulu, I want some cows. Zulu say, okay. Wait, give me, and me up here so have here what? Just give me a percentage of what I get. I'm still doing business with Zulu, but we're not registered. That's man-to-man business, private business. As we have, he trusts me to consign, give me 10 cows one consignment, and him trust that I'm going to come and pay him. That's a private transaction. So we are unincorporated. We don't have to go register with the government, and everything we make, we tell them, oh, no.
Private contract. People
In other
choose to
words,
pay the tax if they want to pay the tax.
yeah,
It's
it's
a
like
choice.
it's bartering, exactly, fam. But in layman terms, bartering, people still not understand bartering. So in a layman terms, is basically saying, listen, me do for you, you do for me. No, a government cannot intrude on a private contract. This is why when you and someone have a dispute, argument, police cannot get involved. They only can come and break it up, but they cannot get involved. You have to file suit against the person, no middleman. You and that person have to come to a mutual meeting of the minds, aka understanding, and know, say, okay, we're all right now. That is that. So
That is it.
explain, Father. Explain
Ah,
good.
you explain wonderful, man, my God. That is awesome.
I am supposed to go there now. All right. No, the corporate trust is inherently subject to all foreign corporation laws, public and public policy regulation. You
And
know
that is the business name or the government name.
exactly. No, I'm going to say this to you guys. You see the words that they use in here, so remember I always say you have laws, you have God law, which is the 10 commandments. That is God's law. Then you have corporate law, which is legal, that's created by man. You notice how they say it right here? Inherently subject to all foreign corporation laws. Let's take this word out and replace it with inherently subject to all man-made laws and public policy regulation. So when you read it like that, you cannot misunderstand who they are speaking of. Understand?
That is it, Father.
So drop some fire, everybody, if you guys understand this explanation. Now, I want to highlight something. I just launched my subscription-based plan. You guys can sign up to that because things like this we go over in in private. So the reason why we're bringing this at the forefront is because to let you guys know the value of being a subscriber. It's very important because some things because TikTok flag it and public it's getting trendy and people follow it and people start share it get flagged sometimes. So when you're in a private
Yeah,
community,
fire emoji.
yeah. Well, when you do a private thing now you can get exclusive content.
That is it.
Honestly. All right, so now we're going back down here. We explain the 14 amendments it is already. So no, Zul, you have anything you want to add before we move on?
No, man, everything what you explain accurately. Me just saw all the people them over so when you mention the local registered stock or the government name are the same thing as the citizen, or the same thing as we have mentioned, the corporation or the public trust, the charitable trust,
Right.
the same thing. You see me?
Right.
What do you think
Anyone?
on point, Farmer?
All right. So no. Before we move on, I'm going to show. You see this book right here. This is the book that I'm reading from. This book alone can get you set up in a way where if you follow it to the T and study it, trust me, nobody can talk to you because it gives the exact step example. If you buy a car, it tell you how to transfer.
What big people is the time where people invest in a things, them really not invest it in themselves and them knowledge.
True. True.
You kind of slow them down. So I, along with Skellington Dan and other wise mind, I
Mhm.
encourage people to take a research on self and business. And
And if you
that
don't,
makes every single thing.
and to add what Chap say, and you have people who out there just genuinely don't have the time, you can either book consultation with me or Chap, or you can either pay to get it done for you. But I highly recommend for you to read for yourself because you can buy templates, we can do everything for you, and you still, when you go in the real world, you still look like a duppy. You
Accurately.
know, nothing to do,
Because you do not know how to express trust.
right? Yes, Sherry, you can download pretty much anything from Google. But the difference is that some people are just lazy, is what I'm saying. So the link is in the bio if you don't want to go over to Google and download
So
it for yourself. There's
so
everything is
Chris
free.
asks, oh, when I finish, Father. When I
Yeah,
finish.
everything is free. Everything is free on the internet. But one thing is not free is the energy that we put in to bring it to the forefront to people and explain it based off real world experience. So you can try to pay for experience. You can try to pay for experience, right? But you can't afford the knowledge, not the knowledge, but the wisdom that I and Bantu might have acquired over the years based off what our real life experience. You understand? So you can download anything you want on the internet, but then you still need mentors. And that's the difference between
I
wealthy
ask
people.
AI anything.
This is the difference between um, successful people and people are unsuccessful because successful people sees the value of mentors. It gives them a shortcut. So I rather pay somebody to learn faster, way more than just sit down and go deep dive when somebody already cracked the code. Why reinvent the wheel? Might as well pay to reach faster. So you go. But anyways, thank you for that, Sherry. Let me move forward. As you were saying, go back,
What
Bantu.
did I say? Somebody did I ask, Chris Stein did I ask if verbal agreements and written instruction are agreements as well.
What do you mean?
Well,
No,
me not fully overzip, but me think him ask if verbal agreement and written agreement are the same thing as agreement. Is
no,
it free?
no. Different.
It different. Verbal is something where you say out of your
Yes,
mouth.
yeah,
And
yeah.
written as something where you write them. But the two of them are agreement. Agreements are agreements. Regardless of how not agree.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, hold on, I'm looking for the next side of the book. This person said to be able to correct the terminologies. I have the books. I have 25 books. If you click the link in the bio, you can download the books. 25 books where you can start and this book included, The Wise Concise. 25 books.
That is important.
Hold on, I'm looking. Okay, so you see, it goes over the transferring of assets, including, guess what? Including your straw man, your birth certificate, including your car title, your house title, including your kids, including your bank account. It shows you exactly how to do all of that step by step. But again, you have to read. And then you have to go into a deep dive research because the terminology is going to kick you to the curve if you don't understand the legal terminologies, not the English terminology. Yeah, as a package, fam. It's in there as a package. 25 songs. I mean, 25 PDFs. All right. It says, me not get that one ya teach, me get others, but this missing. Now man, how much books you get in it, fam? West Boss. You download it, there's how much books you get. It's 25 books, all the books is there. All right. Let me show you something. I'm going to show you something else. Now, I'm going to tell you, even the government is acting under trust, or they're in trust. Now,
Hmm.
Now I'm going to explain. I'm going to show you a different type of trust. Now I'm going to show you the corporate structure of a trust.
And this also prove that when such man did I say a fucker again.
Exactly.
Trust in a trust. That's how the government
Exactly.
operates. So the National Housing Trust is within another trust.
Yep.
You see me? And the National Heritage Trust is within a trust. Said way. You
Even
see
the
free.
Vatican, the Roman Empire is in a
Exactly. So
trust.
may I say them man are really asleep. Or what kind of knowledge am I get to people? What kind of spell am I put on people? Cause I really spells in my father.
Of course. Everything is operated under trust. The reason why Elon Musk is sitting beside Donald Trump in every meeting is because what? Him establish trust.
Exactly.
All right. Now, this is what I call a corporate. Oh, you get 22 books, but this, you're supposed to get 25. Oh, you know the funny thing, West Boss, DM me an email because I updated. It used to be 22, so I added this book, the Sheriff Handbook, and I added the Wise Concise, and I think I added one more thing. So yeah, you're right. But the new link is 25 books. So she DM me an email. We email you that more. All right. So now this is Sheriff. Now I want to explain this to you guys. Every state have a sheriff, including Jamaica. They just don't call them sheriff. Every state have a sheriff. Every county have a deputy sheriff. Every state have a sheriff. You know why have a sheriff? Because the sheriff is the man over the people. The people elect the sheriff to defend their God-given rights on their behalf.
Is the sheriff the same thing as the clerk?
No, no. The sheriff is, you used to watch the Western and anything happen, you have local officers at the Western, but if anything serious happen, they say, go call the sheriff, man. The sheriff is the one who oversees God's law. He's the one who enforces God's law. If you summons him. So the sheriff is the one who goes for the bounty hunters, who go for the refugees or the people who run away from the crimes. Now, let me give an example. If let's say, for instance, my case that I just beat, right? The Grand Theft Auto case. That case, when I'm ready to sue, who you think I am going to invoke? I'm going to summons the sheriff to serve every single body. Because no, I'm not coming on a corporate. I'm not coming to sue you from the corporate side. I'm coming to sue you from God's side in pure equity, with pure justice. This is what this stands for in a justice. The police work for the corporation. The sheriff work for God. If that makes sense. Everything is done in two duality. The police policy enforcers work for the corporation, and sheriff works for God. God's people, I should say. Now, I'm going to show you how this is constructed as a trust, the handbook. Drop some fire, guys. Let's bring this to 70,000 likes before I move forward. We move forward, man, because you guys just nah do the right thing. Um, um, This person, what's sheriff called in Jamaica? They call sheriff. It's just that you don't know. They don't highlight it. They just keep saying law enforcement, law enforcement, law enforcement. All right, let me see what they call sheriff in Jamaica. They have a different name for it. What is it? Okay.
Them call them.
May I look for you right now? Make sure this is sheriff. No, not that police force. All right, you know the person where when you're up on bond and you miss a bail, what them call him? Bounty hunter in Jamaica? I don't remember.
Bailiff.
No man, bailiff different from sheriff. I go find it. I go find it, man. Accept. All right, you remember Bob Marley song? I said, I shot the sheriff, but
I didn't shoot the deputy. Oh, Bumbuckler. The deputy keeper of the records.
yeah, bro. yeah, bro. Yeah,
And them sign for everybody birth certificate.
all right, that's why I say the sheriff is in Jamaica as well, but people don't know. When remember, you know, Bob Marley and live America. So if him say him shot the sheriff, I must Jamaica him a talk about. A Jamaica him a talk about the sheriff in a Jamaica. Him shoot the sheriff, but he not shoot the deputy because the deputy keep the sheriff's record. So him say all right, so let me go over here so now. Me have to go find it, the exact thing there. But I'm going to explain this. County Sheriff's Handbook. Now, I'm going to zoom. I'm going to read, right? Thomas Jefferson, right? Thomas Jefferson. We're still in trust in our people. We're still discussing trust with a firm reliance on the protection of the divine. This is a quote from Thomas Jefferson. The divine providence. We mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. Now, George Washington, another president. Government is not reason. It is not eloquent. It is force. Like fire, it is a dangerous servant and a fearful master. You hear it? Government. Meaning it have no feelings. Whosoever is enforcing government, they have no. I wonder if I'm gonna get to me, I say, man. All right. In matters of power, this is from Thomas Jefferson again. Let no more be heard of confidence in men, but bind him down from mischief by the chains of the Constitution. You see this? I say, we the people, right? We the people. We the people. Right? No, look at this now. This is Thomas Jefferson again. I swear upon the altar of God, eternal hostility to every form of tyranny over the mind of man. You hear that? No. Thomas Jefferson again. Timid men prefer the calm of despotism to the tempestuous sea of liberty. Let me explain what this means. Man, them are timid, bro, right? The man, them are timid and calm when it comes to their rights and preservation of rights and defending
Humble.
of their rights. And too humble, always will lose freedom and liberty. Always. Always. You understand? So if you're too timid, you're too calm, you're too humble when it comes to defending your rights, you will always lose it. No. Remember, these are the forefathers, you know. All right. So I'm going to show you guys something on the trust. So this is what they call the index. This is the trust, how the trust is set up. So you have the formation, this we call the trust, what do they call it? Content. Sheriff and the court duties, tell you what the court's duties are, sheriff and warrants, sheriff and the county jail. So this book alone can tell you how to use their words. Remember, this book right here is telling you how to hold every single body accountable based on law, legal, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Understand? So if you so if anybody ever get pulled over by police, I think I said this already in a chat. In Jamaica, go to they have the police department. Every one of them supposed to have a policy enforcer handbook that governs how they should be how they should conduct every meeting with a encounter with a AKA citizen, and you can use that against them. Right? Now, if you know about an argument, you show them if I stop you, if you stop me as a police chap and me stop you and say, oh, license registration, and me take out your handbook that you get trained pan and I show you say your handbook say you can't do this. What you gonna do? You gonna back up, you say, boy, thank you for showing me that. Me have the handbook and me never read that yet in a father.
Mm.
Because you show him, you say, yeah, you violate me. All right. So this is the trust. I always say this is a trust. This is a corporate trust, aka derived from the Constitution. So this is the sheriff's handbook, derived from the Constitution. So you have to read their trust indenture. Trust indenture, meaning what is the context of the trust. Right? All right. Now what?
Correct.
Let's go down. Why? Why don't go down? Let's continue. All right. Sheriff and the county jail. Sheriff is the chief law enforcement officer of the county. You hear that? Just courts of law rest upon six fundamental foundational truths. The general rule, law of the land. Remember, guys, you know watch what me I say? Law of the land. We can read to. Say me not cap or me not freestyle over this. Law of the land. See there? Accept. Law of the land. See there? Law of the land. No capping. So the sheriff them have to uphold the law of the land. What's the law of the land? No, bro. No, come on. No. The law.
Maxims.
No, man. The law of this is what I keep on explaining to them. Even what I was trying to explain to when me and
LA.
the last night. Yeah. The law of the land is not common law and is not any law where man make the law of God's law exactly. The law of land is 10 commandments. Where man go wrong is when they created the law, their laws, and try to replace God's laws and call it the law of the land. Cannot be because they never make the land, so you can't create laws. You only can create or mimic or enforce statutes or legal policies to govern people. But God already created the laws of the land, air, and water.
And
But
I see
we
him frequency where every living thing operating on them.
exactly, bro.
Them say do that.
Exactly. You never say a better thing, bro. You notice. You notice. All right. Let me show you. Let me show you something. You and me are the smartest thing on earth, mankind. Supposedly, we're supposed to be the smartest thing on earth. God set a law where man cannot be under animals. So that a law, that a natural law, so you can't go around that. You and me have a code where God say, Uno, man and man is unjust. That is unlawful because a natural law. Me have a wife, you have a wife. That a natural law. So what I'm saying is that where you see the man and the corporation is trying to change the law of the land by implementing their statutes and their policies and their mandates for people to think that that is law. This is why they say, "Oh, you just break the law." But when you go into their books, you realize it's not law. Mr. Lawyer, you're not lawyer upholding. You're upholding policies. That's why when you go into court and bring law into court, they have to dismiss the charges because nothing is above law. You can try color of law, which meaning it's not law, it's something like law, but not a law. That means say it is legal or lawful, because it look like it. If me go some woman say, hey, you know, so me just buy a Louis V shoes, and then chop buy a Louis V shoes, and me say, you know what? Chop shoes better than mine, you know, so me I go buy a fake one and look better than film. You come on the streets, you know, and say, yeah, mama, my brand new name brand shoes. You have on the real thing, you know, and me have on the fake thing, you know. But here what happen? Who I gonna know? It just look like. But then if you pay attention to it, you know, you say, nah, brother, knock off your hair, man, skelly, man. Chop off the real thing. The same thing in the court or in law. When you go and scrutinize or investigate what they are trying to enforce, you realize that they are enforcing policies. So when you come in with true law, they have to back up, because they say, oh shit, this man can get me for treason, man can get me for identity theft, everything. I can be subpoenaed and brought up for death, because you're committing treason against the people or against the oath.
Accurate.
Yeah. So drop some likes, people. Keep the live active now, man. Keep the live active. Keep the live active. No.
Reach 100,000 likes for the live night, yeah, people.
Yeah, man.
No, so any shit, what you know. Go and do the work for it. Support the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, Nishad, that's a great statement. This is what I'm saying. People misunderstand. God set up everything, structured everything perfectly. But man, because we are in love with ourselves so much, we decided to disobey God. And God is not the type of God to enslave his people. This is why he gave us a choice to choose good or evil. But most of us choose evil because evil is easier to accomplish. We choose, God said, do not eat meat, and we still eat meat. God said, do not fornicate, and we still fornicate. God said, do not lie, and we still do it. We still do everything what God said don't do. So guess what? Every action have a consequence or a benefit. If you do bad, you get a bad
And
result.
that is the first law where God set out, the universal code. Every action have a reaction.
Every
Just
action
the
have a
same as a consequence. A equal and just reaction. See, pray. Equity.
justice. God create justice. This is why if you're reading in the Bible, it says Christ coming back to balance the scale. It's justice.
Yeah, big up, you know. Big up
So
the
watch this
family.
now. The indenture, go back to the indenture, the laws of nature and of nature's God. You see, they don't hide it, you know. It's just that you guys are not reading. This is in the sheriff handbook, you know. This is in the sheriff's handbook. This is in the government's handbook telling you the laws of nature and of nature's God. Listen to what I say. Listen to what I'm saying, people. These guys know they are supposed to protect you. They are supposed to protect God's children. But if God's children are the ones that are not reading and holding them accountable, what they are going to do, take advantage, because nobody is there to hold them accountable. Let me give an example. My son, we always on him on point, straight A's. All of a sudden, we stop get communication from the school. And the school say, long after we say, oh, is school? How school going? We say, school I go good, school going good, school going good. Out of nowhere, months past, school call me and say, hey, grades drop. I look on 24, C, D, E, F, G. I say, what happened? What happened? Because he realized nobody is holding him accountable because we wasn't getting any communications from the school. You miss class, you not, you understand? So what happened now? It's the same thing with us. God, we have to hold, God put us in position to hold anyone that we put in power accountable. That is the purpose of the rule book. If the referee wasn't on the field holding each player accountable, if a man salad a man, he could have just run, go kick him down, man, and not get a red card. So it's the same thing. We have to hold everybody accountable.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my son, since we grab him up and say, listen, you can't miss him. A's. Why? Because we holding him accountable. Same thing with God. We have to hold ourselves accountable because if we don't, God will go hold us accountable. Right? So the same thing with these people. It's in their books. You have to use it against them. Now watch this. Where I'm going to go with this, guys. Again, all of this is in their trust indenture. You see why it's important to have your trust and express. They are expressing everything in their trust. But it's in the best interest of who? Us, the people, and to hold them accountable. Yes, you have to hold the Jamaican administration accountable, of course. No, now we're gonna go here. Statutes, listen, it never says law, it says statutes. Protecting people from abusive servants. Look at that. Look at that word. A chap favorite word that them our servants.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Footstool.
Now watch this. They're telling you 18 United States Code, Section 241, conspiracy against rights. Now let me explain to you who are on the live. Not because it's a United States. It applies because every country in the Union has a constitution, and every constitution derived from the Magna Carta, like Suchman was saying last night, but it's under the same exact principle. One and two words might be different on the section where it's in, but it's the same thing. Just different code, different section, same words. Get that? Drop some like, let's go 100,000 people.
Yo, such man better than one of them page up on them fake page, you know. Go on, listen. And take notes.
Nah, come on, on the page, man.
You could have one of them fake page, somebody, man.
Yeah.
I tell you.
All right. So watch this now. Watch this now, my people. 18 USC, section 242. Write these down, people. Write these down. So whatever territory you're in, just utilize. So you see these conspiracy against rights. Just type in. If you're in Jamaica, say in Jamaica, what law or what statute or code covers conspiracy against rights? Once you Google that, it will pop up the exact. All right, let me show you. Let me show you. So you guys don't believe say we just a talk because a unite. We talk for show you example. What law covers what the rights again? Conspiracy of right? Let's say conspiracy against rights. Okay. What law? What Jamaican law covers conspiracy
For citizens, the
against
consumer
rights?
affairs and consumer
All right.
protection.
See it here?
It's all about consumers.
In
Which one of
Jamaica.
them? Him
What
say.
Jamaican law covers conspiracy against rights? Oh God, watch out now.
All you put them and say.
Yeah, see it here, man. You have Department of Justice. No, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You see why I'm telling you that the United States, Jamaica is under the United States? You see that? United States Department of State, Jamaica 2020 Human Rights Report, and it goes into it, and it goes straight into it. Look here, of the Offenses Against the Person Act. Oh, word! Watch this. Watch this. This is why when you search and research, you're gonna find everything in your jurisdiction. You just have to ask the right thing. Different country, different code. Look at that. The Offenses Against the Persons Act. This is actual act. This is an actual act.
Government corporation. Bear in mind, people.
Yeah. Again, they have what? They have a trust as well. This is we're looking at they're looking at their indenture, their
Mm-hmm.
instruments. So it covers homicide, which includes murder, sentence for murder, procedures regarding murder charges, provisions to appeal, abolition of constructive malice, provocation, suicide, conspiring and soliciting to commit murder, manslaughter, excusable homicide, petty treason, provisions for trial, you name it, destroying, damaging building with intent to murder, setting fire to ship, etc., attempting to administer poison. But yo, you guys see what you see?
I read out an article from the Gleaner, one of them places where I set the difference between killing and murder, and this is for educational purposes only. You see me? So the difference between killing and murder boil down to the jurisdiction where the suspect, whoever them suspecting of killing or murdering, falling out. You see me? So a police can kill a man and not no come out of it, or a private man or a sovereign man can kill someone and not no come out of it, while a citizen or a person cannot do the same because it will get classified as murder. And that is only for educational purposes only. Don't
Exactly. You know
promote
why?
violence
You know
at all.
why? You know why? Just for context and for education, is because a citizen cannot be killed.
Exactly.
And this is why when I see a lot of people on the news, you always in America, be oh the police kill him, get to him, because he's already classified dead in the system. So that's why they always get to it, because you cannot kill he identified as a citizen. So you can't kill a dead something with dead already. The
Accurate.
conspiracy of what was the thing? Conspiracy of rights. Conspiring against your rights. All right. So you guys, you see that. We're not stray far, but you get the point of how to find stuff when you research.
Yeah, there's also a universal commercial code that say where one or more agents or representatives of the state come together to conspire against anybody for them rights or thing. Them are gonna
Yeah.
get prosecuted for treason, and them are face up to 25 years to life, and them think they are upgrade on the Trump right now. So
Yeah.
I'm cautious. Yeah.
Here. All right. So with the right lesson now, so we go over here. So I would again, you see it have court officers generally, deprivation of rights under color of law, officer or employee of the United States and converting property of another. You name it, extortion, right? Influence, or injuring officer or juror, engages in misleading conduct, concealment, removal, or mutilation generally. Clerk is to file, there's a law against any clerk that refuse to file any paperwork. You can bring up charges against them. Because the clerk is only supposed to record. You're not supposed to dispute your recordings because you're not supposed to even read my recordings in the first place.
And that go for the lady down at RG there, counter one.
Yeah.
Give everybody a hard time.
Yeah.
You see, free.
Okay, so you guys see this is their indenture just look at the craziest thing that I want to point out here. One of the craziest thing I want to point out to people in this thing here. You see this right here? I always hear Bantu talk about it. The consent of the governed.
Ooh.
They rely on the consent of who is being governed, meaning you.
Consent makes the law.
No, remember, the consent of the governed. So even though you're being governed by your government that you put in power, they still need your consent to act. This is why they need your signature, because they need your consent. This is why they need you to acknowledge what they're doing, because they're gonna say it gives them an excuse for trespass against you or violate you, and then they say, but he consented, he agreed, even if they force you.
Like you always I say my father, when a police stop you, them always set out to make sure so you get it. I'm going to search your car right now. Look. I'm going to search your bag right now. Look. That is you giving consent. Today we are
Right.
the guy them on the phone. Why you and them father?
Yeah,
Cause them a try imply whatever them want when we are depict say this
explain.
man is a private man and him not in a business today. And if you know why for push business, me never get to give them the terms cause them never did that force business. Them convert
Right.
to being peace officer to help me resolve whatever I want to
Problem.
resolve. And that's so
Right.
what to see them work. You see, pre.
All right. But watch this now. Look on the other one we want. This is what we want to show. I want to show the people this. See the next big one? The people are entitled to the laws of nature's God.
Ooh.
The people are entitled to the laws of God. You know what entitlement mean? You know what entitled mean? It is a right. This is not an option. It's not a choice. This is you're entitled to this, which means you can choose to use the entitlement or refuse to use the entitlement and go get a privilege. You can choose to get privileges or you can choose to invoke your rights. Yeah, man, Benji. See, now watch this. Another thing, people are entitled to get an informed jurors. Jurors meaning the people who are there to bear witness of your testimony. Anyway, you notice everything you're doing, public or private, they need your signature, but they always need a witness. This is why they have a justice of the peace, or a notary public, or an attorney to witness, or your friends, or whosoever you want to acknowledge that, yes, I saw him sign this document, 3 or 4, where two or three is gathered is a witness to your actions. This is why it is important if somebody is accusing you of everything, you always want to know the informant or the witnesses in the case that's brought against you. Because you have to have
And
a
if for the people you talk about, the witness must be living people. Or the
exactly.
accuser
You
must be
can't,
living
right.
people.
You can't be a dead person. The dead can't see nothing. A
In
witness.
other words, you can't be a squad upon the road.
All right. So only the people can file a criminal complaint. You hear that? Only the people can file a criminal complaint. So ask yourself this. Who the hell the police? How the hell the police get the chance to file a complaint against you? If only the people can do that. That means they're doing illegal activities. Every ticket is a complaint against you. Every ticket, listen to me now. If it's a police write you a ticket, it is a complaint against you. It's a complaint in a form of an affidavit. It's called an affidavit. It's called a complaint affidavit. So if a police write you a ticket or write any of that against you, it is illegal because only the people can file a criminal complaint. Why? Because only the people can be injured.
That is why them need your identity to be a citizen. And
Because
once you
only
explicitly state say you is a citizen, you don't have no rights.
no rights. Exactly. So now they can write a complaint against the citizen, not against the living man. Right. So now, see this again. Consent of authority. Consent to indict. No, listen. If you know what an indictment is, any charges are cause that's brought against you. This is why the feds, the FBI, the CIA, they cannot bring a case against you until they have everything. This is why they wait years and years to build their case. They wait years and years to acquire evidence. They watch you, they get everything. Because once they indict you, you just know. You ever hear they saying the feds have 99% win rate? They don't to please. They win because they're investigating the living man and not the corporate. That's why people can go to feds. Because feds not deal with the corporate entity. Feds deal with the living man.
Mm.
Yeah, feds deal with the living man. That's why their investigation is so long, because they do due process. So by the time they come pick you up, trust me, the first thing they're going to say is, here, we have a search warrant for this, And then we immediately they're invoking your rights for you, saying you have a right to remain silent. You have the Miranda rights. Immediately, feds come and pick you up. They say, hey, here you go. We have a warrant for your arrest. Here you go, signed and sealed by the judge, sworn and everything. Because these are the procedures. Remember, feds are real. Them operate under the law, so they have to follow justice. Remember,
Yeah.
they operate under equity. Of course, you have the corrupt feds, but not talk about the real feds and say they operate. They're supposed to operate under equity. So when they come for you, they come for you in a true format. This is why it's hard to beat a federal case.
Same thing with the Federal Reserve, Federal Bank, Federal
Mhm.
Bureau. You see, pray.
Now, watch this. Look on this again. Only the people can judge. So hold on. If only the people can judge. Remember, this is their trust indenture again. We're still under trust, guys. We're not straight. We'll show you the things them under trust. Only the people can judge. So if only the people can judge, what is them people in the court that is passing down judgment? Who are they? They are
Administrators.
exactly administrators. Because without a jury, administrator should not be passing judgment. Because only the people can judge. Who is the people? The jury. Just tell you up here. Informed jurors is the people. And that's why you need a 12 jury at our
You know the funny thing, my father, 90% of the time, my only citizens alone end up in a them court there.
Of course, because again, because they don't know their rights and they don't know that you don't need for in the court to argue with them. Just tell them you invoke your natural God-given rights. Done. From it go, they say no, we are dealing with law, and they don't do law. They do procedures, codes, and statutes.
And truth is sovereign in commerce. Business is about talk about.
Right.
So,
All right. Remember earlier I said the common law is the law of the land. No, remember earlier when we said no, the common law is there still there fictitious legal law based off the Constitution, but it derives it's
derived
derived
from the right where you give them to come
exactly
from the land.
exactly. So all right, no emergency. Look on this. No emergency is just cause to suppress the Constitution, meaning nothing. Nothing, my people, nothing upon this planet or this earth can say we cancel the constitution or we put it on hold, including martial law. Remember yesterday I said, if martial law come in, man, everybody lose them rights. No, no, no. Foolish is you tell me. Foolish is you tell me.
We've been under martial law.
No, 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 remember, no, he was saying, oh my, you got we not set up the right way, because if constitution come, if common law, if Andrew them pull down martial law upon the whole on the stand still, only we alone can move around. You mad? If me a move under God, nothing can hold me.
Yeah. And the ideology where them have, because you have a support we are pushed behind at the PNP now. So them
Yeah,
a pick a side between PNP and JLP, but we know how it go. Everybody
yeah.
have a right to their own political opinion, said we.
All right, watch this chap. Supreme law is the basis of all law. But look on the craziest part now. Remember, me tell you, say this is the fictitious corporate entity, which is governed by the constitution and the law of the land. But they use it to create their own laws, but it's still abiding by the law of God. But a still man-made law this. But look on this. You see how them tell you? All fiction of law is null and void. They want tell you say them statutes null and void. They tell you in them book our statute is null and void. Only if look at the next thing. No one is bound to obey an unconstitutional law, and no country no courts are bound to enforce it. Guys, if you guys understand what we're teaching, tap up the screen, and we're not going to say anything else till you reach 100,000 likes. Come on, let's go. Just explain to you, say, all fiction of law is null and void. Why am I going to argue with a man or a woman on the side of the road saying they're police or so-called fictional law enforcers? Bro, all fiction of laws, mean all statutes, code, so forth, is null and void, bro, under God's law. Yes, yes, the be foolish system are doing. All they're doing is using intimidation, coercion. They trust me.
Me I say my father, me say me I tell my people them to they say, yo, my brother could have to spend a one night. Cause we not about to the system, you know. If them want a contract, we go contract. You see me? We not about to the system. But one night when they come out to us say, yo, the boy tell me say him can lock me up for 6 months. Me I say take 10. You see, pray. And that's the energy where we are get to the system. We not about to them, my father.
Not
We
time.
nothing at all. And them have to bow to we. Cause them
Yes,
are our
man.
servants.
Yes, man. Long live David Windmiller's work, man. David, with the syntax, the creator of syntax grammar. Powerful, powerful teacher. Um, so guys, let's go to 100,000 likes. Come on, man. Press up the likes. Press up the likes.
Tap on the screen, people.
Tap up the
Share
screen.
the live. Remember, say them esoteric teachings, this, you know. You not get this now at all. When you sign up to that organization, you still not get them teachings here. We not fight against nobody thing. Because everybody have to live and food have to eat. But suffer not the children of the creator. You see me? Them been a suffer for too long. Free with people them. And this I want to want for free with yourself. You see, pray. So looking at the right direction and listen keenly, take notes. Is either you go pay attention or you go pay Caesar dues. And we are not Caesar.
The more you
So just
learn,
look
the more
keenly.
you know,
You see, pray.
the more you know, the less you pay. The less you know, the more you pay.
Accurate.
So listen, we're not going to move forward until you reach 100,000. I'm gonna only have a certain amount of time. Repeat the name again, please. I'm gonna show you the name of the book in a second. The link. Listen, Kimari, the link in the bio. Just click all of this information that is being given. It's in the books. The link in the
And
bio.
Kimar is a good reader, you know, my father. He have a
Yeah, man.
reading class, we are going good.
Same
So
thing,
we
man.
are encourage people to support the reading class. Powerful. You see me?
Yeah, man, Kimara, we there, we just teach the people them how to read and understand legal terminology versus just English terminology. Because based on how the trust and the Bible and the so-called legal system, everything is coming under a legal terminology. So you have to read it and understand the words that they're saying, put everything in context. Anyway, so let's go. We have 74,000 likes. Yo, guys, we have 36 people on the live. Let's go, man. 36. Only a finger that, you know.
Top of the
David,
screen, man.
David Windmiller, was the founder and creator of this language called syntax grammar. And I also have that book, the link in the bio. You can download that as well. What that does, all books that I am reading from is in the link in my bio. Click the link, download the link, books and examples. So back to the syntax grammar.
Somebody say, so why the heroes of this land did not teach these things to the mass?
They did.
The heroes did not teach this to the art. Most of the heroes, them not even did understand this. We are talking about, father.
But the
What
heroes,
happened?
the heroes, they did. Here the thing, the thing is, all right, chap. Look at us. We with all this technology, and even us preaching every day on the live, and we can reach thousands of people in less than a second, and people still refuse to
It
listen.
was just a get to. The
Imagine
Marcus
them.
Garvey preach them thing, Bob Marley preach them thing, but people never get it. It passed down to we said those who name Pambula and name it and mind your own business. And all them things there. We never get what it mean till now. But
And
now
then,
we have the medium for actually express it because a revelation time within and that to reveal things.
and then,
Once
and
and
then,
once, you
and
see.
then we have to also remember mankind has evolved like way more than in the last, let's say in the 20th century. We have evolved mentally, spiritually, and physically in the last 20, let me say 20, 30 years than back in the days. Back in the days, we were ignorant. And that's why we were easily manipulated. We believed in superstitions versus actually taking up a book to read and be versed in certain topics. This is why a king and a queen could have ruled because they withheld the knowledge from the peasants.
Accurate.
You understand? Just watch back Robin Hood and them movie. You see how the people them live like savages while the king and queens live in gold and glory. Because all they did was feast and get people's gold and land by via taxation and intimidation. The same thing that's going on now. The only difference with this is that we now have access to the knowledge. This is why the Bible was decoded for each time in man's evolution. Because the times of the signs of the times change based off technology. So now Bible can be decoded without any interruption and people can actually understand what the Bible has said. Because now a man can just, if somebody says
Amen.
something, he can go and verify it based on whether it's chat GPT or YouTube or wherever, the knowledge is more out there. Like Chop said, is the age of revelation. Is the time to reveal. Everything must be revealed. And now it's easier for us to understand it, which means the fake system has to fall based off how we understand. So listen, we realize that you guys been trapping us and telling us all type of foolishness. Yeah. No, we're the back for a thing. I say minimize them. Minimize what? Well, I know you guys go on tap the screen. We still let's say in our 70s. Come on, man. Come on, man, my father. John Mustar. I like when I stress me out.
This is information people need for free themselves, you know. We are talking about the express trust, and the express trust is what you need. They tell the system, these are the instructions of how to direct the system, as in how to convey on the thing from out of the public to the private. We done past step 1 and few and 3 already. And we reach at the part where we are convey the public and the private, separate that from the soul operator. Because the mind, the body, and the soul we are talking about. You see, pray. So the
No.
mind and the body stuck in the birth paper and the live birth record and the whatever. But we are talking about who control all of them sitting there.
This you not try write this as screenshot, but this is minimized. That are the minimized version. See that? If me go so boom, maximize it and maximize. But listen what me I say. You want get that the book in the bio, bro. Just go download the book.
Simple. Hold up a page tonight on the car, just write off one page and get the book either.
Or if you want to do it, just Google it. Google the book. Why is concise, man?
Yeah,
So
easier.
short and clean. Just go to Google it. If you don't want to click the link and download, just go Google it and download the PDF for free.
I just use your brain in a people. You know say one at a time, the common sense and common law, people now see the difference between them two then. And universal law different from all of that. But people come like say them no understand the basics.
All thought them.
And
I'm going
say
to show you
this thing
something.
is just for think outside of the box.
I'm going to show you something. You know, say Thomas Jefferson said the basis of law is common sense.
Mm-hmm. Common sense,
The
man.
basis of law is common sense. So how are you not utilizing common sense? Because look at this. If a stranger come and pull me over in a car, remember you's a stranger, brother. And you come and tell me, say, me commit a crime and brother, me no know you from nowhere. Identify yourself. Are you
Gunfight.
identify yourself? Because you stop me, you stop me from pursuing my happiness, which is a violation of constitutional law. You violate me. You stop me, bro. You turn on emergency lights. You were supposed to only turn on that in case of an emergency. People even understand say that is also illegal. If a police turn on him siren by you and say you just break the red light, that's not an emergency, sir. Violate you, we can charge you for that alone.
I will go back to the meaning of charge. What does charge mean? Soup and charge.
Accusation.
Charge.
You understand?
Powers, man, my God.
Accusation. All right. Constitution for the United States of America. Hold on there. All right. Look at this now. We're sure something right here. You see this? Constitution for the United States Senator, representative before mentioned, and the members of the several state legislature, all executive of judicial officers, both of the United States and the several states, shall be bound by oath or affirmation to support this Constitution. Sheriffs are judicial officers. Judicial officer. Now watch this. Sheriff's oath. Remember, this is the oath or the pledge where him sell him soul to, you know. What do you think an oath is? It's a bond, a contract. I hereby do. This is the oath of office where you hear everybody else say, oh, ask the sheriff his oath of office. Ask the police, ask the judge. All of them sign the same oath right here, so. It in the book. Print it off and bring it to the court and make him read that. Member say, hey, Your Honor, can you read that on the public record for me, please? Bring up the sheriff and say, I call the sheriff to the stand. Read that on the record for me. Murder. I hereby do solemnly swear that I will support and defend this Constitution for the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, so help me God. No, don't be deceived. The law is not complex. Thomas Jefferson said that common sense is the foundation of all authorities of the law themselves and of their construction. That's what I just explained. You understand? Common sense is the law. Common sense is law. No. This is their law of the land. The law of the land consists of one, the Constitution, written by who? We the people, under the authority of God. What me keep on say? What keep on saying, you cannot want justice and ignoring God. You will never get justice if you deny God. I don't care who you believe in. You have to believe in God to get the remedy you want. You cannot get up and
God
take
we
it.
trust, man, and we are talking about expressing the trust.
Matter people say, oh, I don't believe in God and I don't believe in this, bros. Looking at the mirror, tell me if you can make on yourself, man. Move for yourself in the fuckery, man. Listen, man. God, everything leads back to God. Even the man where say, man,
No,
yeah.
he that the Lord he is God. It is he
All
that
right.
has made us and not we ourselves. We are the people and the sheep of his pastors, and we don't mean so we are sheep. You see it, but it means so we follow God obediently. The laws of the creator, laws of the universe.
Yep.
You see, pray. We no business from the creator, Lord, that we follow. You see, pray.
Every day. Now watch this. To continue. Watch this. I gotta read it again, my people. Watch this. Hold on, so she just, who is this? Come on, you can know. I can tag the website. Mad. Alright. Mad came out. When we do that? I will do that later. Alright. Now let's go here. So I read it again. The law of the land consists of. Remember we explained earlier, chap, when we say man's law of the land different from God's law of the land.
Accurate.
This is exact. Remember the same book that just tell you that, you know. So like we say, they do everything in twos to mislead people. They commingle the lingo to make you think that their laws is God's laws. But if
Accurate.
you don't read with that third eye or read with that open eye with understanding, you will be deceived. The law of the land consists of the Constitution, which is derived from God's law, written by we the people under the authority of God. You see how important the part there is? Without God, God have to authorize that, just like how them have to authorize when you are register a business. God have to authorize that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to empower, control, and restrict government servants. You hear that? To empower, God authorize we if we give man, another man, our government, some power to control and restrict government servants. We empower. Understand? We empower. God give you the authority to empower the constitution for govern who? Government. So not because we give the government.
In other words, Father,
Yeah.
God gave in trust
Mm-hmm.
we the power to tell corporations how to operate. So God
Exactly.
gave us the creation of how to create corporations.
Mm-hmm.
You see,
Mm-hmm.
pray. And that is
100,000
what we
likes, man.
do. And the corporation cannot govern over the person that created. Likewise, man cannot govern over the creator that created man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
100,000 likes, my people. 100,000 likes. No, you get that. Number two, common law which is written by God in the hearts of men. You see the difference now, my father? People, you see the difference between God law? God, man law right on paper, God law right by our heart, which is nature, natural law. This is why we know when we do something wrong or against nature. We know when we do something wrong because God law not there in our book. It's there in our heart. So if just like oh you don't need a Bible to tell you something wrong, cause God label that in you with the name of conscience.
Mm-hmm.
Name of conscience. Internal, it right for your heart, man have an internal compass between wrong and right. Everything is premeditated. Everything is meditated. Without before you do it, you have to think about it. A man don't just get up and act unless he's possessed with something. But remember, you think about it. Even if it's for a split seconds, you think about it. Know that. All right. So common law is which is written by God. You know, it differentiate the common law. Which one are common law them? God law or man law? These are God written by God and the hearts of man. Number three, constitutional statutes which are written by legislators, meaning man. Any statutes or code outside of the aforesaid, right there, and they are many, is null and void. Anything outside of that. Anything outside of God's law we empower the Constitution is null and void. And this is why we need a constitutional law protector who knows the difference. Who that? Sheriff, man. If a sheriff must depend upon a law to determine the law, it's no different than giving he or she your badge. All right. Anybody who have any questions? 100,000. We could go 100,000. I have a whole heap of things. Now we are going to go here, so I'm showing you something else. No. Badge, I read it. No different than giving he or she your badge and the responsibility for your oath. That is not honoring your oath. Lawyers already run our government and have the people ratcheted down in unconstitutional codes, statutes, and illegal warrants. Therein is the problem in a nutshell, and the reason we need sheriffs who know the law. I'm going to show you something else. Listen, my people. You notice how the trust is explaining to you the illegalities and the legalities of the corporate and how express trust must be maneuvered. You know you might be here wondering how this tie into trust. Understand that this is a trust between the people, God, and their servants. It's a trust, it's a trinity built between God, the people, and the servants. God gave us the power. We gave the government, aka the servants, the power.
Mm-hmm.
We already explained what trust is, fam. You just come in late.
Conveyance.
You come in too late. Now let's go here, sir. Look at this. Now this is back to the Bible. Lawyers rejected. Lawyers rejected the counsel of God. Lawyers rejected the counsel of God. What is the counsel of God? The counsel of God is his laws, his advice, his legal and lawful advice. LA, you come up on the live and father. I see you tapping a while ago. You know.
Him there.
I see the fake page. But
Him want
anyway,
go forward. If you can go live and join me up in our more, I come over on your platform. I would love to continue the conversation from last night. I'm
yeah.
just I say I did not go check out, but me have some energy as me here, LA. Want to
We
read
soon
some
check out,
talk.
man. We soon
You
check
even
out.
see the conversation last night was powerful,
Yes, man.
Only
Yes,
for
man.
information. You see it.
All right, one more. Watch this now. I'm going to show you how all of this tie back into the Bible, trust, and law, right? The lawyer said unto Jesus, Matter thus saying, thou reproaches us also. And Jesus said, Woe. And when reproach means basically disrespect, right? Woe unto you also, ye lawyers, you lawyers, for you laid men with the burdens grievous to the born, to be born. Now what that mean? Born mean beer, beer. They give us the burden. So he always, in legal terms, the burden of proof is upon the person who is bringing the accusations against you. In layman terms, whosoever say you commit the crime, it is his duty to prove to the court that you did the crime. I have to have evidence. So Jesus said, Woe unto you, lawyers, for ye have taken away the key of knowledge. Ye entered into yourselves, and them that were entering in ye hindered. What this means, I gotta explain. I explain. Woe unto you, lawyers, for you have taken away the key of knowledge, meaning they hide the knowledge, like I said earlier. And then you have entered into yourselves, meaning you rely on yourself and stop relying on God for knowledge and wisdom. And then what you do? And them that were entering in ye hindered. So all the people who came to you, all the people who came to you believing that you were operating under God's law, you tricked them to believe in you versus them, versus God. Made the donation to the link of the books. Yeah, the books will come to your email, fam. No worries. So they took the opportunity to use God's law and trick people to get power over them. And that is where I'm going to stop for now. I'm going to do a little Q&A chap. If you want to do a Q&A, can get some people to come up about 10 minutes. Where's the chap?
Yeah. Any questions from anyone can check in quick and fast.
Yeah, because I sound like chap out.
Yeah, so from early me they out them father.
Yeah.
So we can't add people upon the lives of skeleton then. We could have a circle up on your life.
Oh yeah? Alright, we'll just load it like that. If you have any questions in the chat, just
Yeah. When you can run a question them in the comments, people.
yeah.
A final 5 minutes worth of questions if you don't have any questions.
Yeah. And make we end the night with the 100,000 man, guys. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Tap up the screen and share the live.
Any
It will
question,
help
drop it
everybody.
in the comment. Drop it in the comment. You see the guys, pay attention to what we have up here so in the displaying. Chop have it displaying. Bantu, Zulu. Express trust. Your express trust. You create the express trust. Then everything else is created under the express trust, inside of the express trust. Your enterprise trust, which is your doing business as domestically, locally, meaning this is what you're doing business in commerce if you choose to do business. So you can either do unincorporated or incorporated, meaning you can do registered or unregistered, depending on who you decide to move. Again, this is just a diagram showing you the structure. You would choose how you want to set it, right? All right.
Somebody say,
Legal.
what's the solution? Ras Righteous Selassie I say, what's the solution? You people, not guys general, bring to the table to eradicate colonialism.
Well, the solution is what we're showing you right now. Trust. Listen, man. colonial.
I feel like him is a man who would have a reason with forget what him really at about. So we are
Well,
skip that one day.
anybody will mention.
Somebody else asks where me can find the doc where Skellington done talk from. And I want to know if a dynasty trust can work.
The document what me I talk about is it in my bio. Click the link in my bio. Because I don't think Zulu have the link. But the link is in my bio and the name
When
books
I
and
get the
exam.
link it, when I get the link, I go put it up. I go copy it and put it up over there some father.
Yeah. Books and examples.
Okay.
Top of that, you just buy the you just pay for the 25 books. When you get it, the first thing you need to do is go read the Wise Concise. Oh, let me show you the name of the book. See it here for all who want to know. Wise Concise. See there? Yeah. This show you exactly step by step how to set up your trust if you want to do it by yourself. You understand? Yeah. And it show you how to draft any trust.
So
Let's
hold
go.
on the Skelly before you're gonna further. My brethren will ask about colonialism. It's
Mm.
a big word and all heap of people probably don't know what it means.
Mm-hmm.
Colonialism means somebody take over something that is not. I'm just going to general interpretation of the word. You see, pray. It
Yeah.
means somebody come take over something or capture something that never really belonged to them. And we are sure Uno how Uno take back what really belongs to Uno.
Yeah, and then
That
break
is
them take it
basically
over
it.
and basically indoctrinate people with their beliefs and their
Yeah,
way of living.
yeah.
No, so people, like we say, like a chap said, the trust is very important. This is why the diagram is there. I see go back to where it said the legal name, business, created entity, and I go in the red highlighted red words tell you exactly how that is done. And register business with Secretary of State, that is escort. That's if you want to do public commerce, right? And then you have your holding companies, and then you start build your credit profile and stuff. If you want continue do, if you don't want commingle anything, but you still at work pan overseas aside, but you protect yourself while all of that is being done. This is why you hear millionaires, a lot of millionaires or billionaires. When you hear people always say, "Oh, they don't pay tax." That's because they're operating lawfully. So they still operate in commerce, but unincorporated non-profit. And where the other trust name again? Where you always ask me about chop. The
Dynasty trust.
the charitable trust.
Charity trust.
Yeah, because everything that is income to me is good. I donate it to charity. You can't
Okay.
touch charity. Everything is a charity. Like my entire life, I donate my entire life to charity. But guess what? Who own the charity? We trust. You see?
Accurately, my father. People
Yeah.
remember say we have a class I go on for the 9th. Isn't
Ninth,
it?
yeah.
So the one them sign up for the one day. You see it.
All right, people. We'll wrap it up now tonight. Thanks for the joining. Click the link in the bio. Subscribe to the live. Subscribe to the channel. And we're gonna start drop some exclusive content where only subscribers to the channel will be receiving those kind of contents. Understand the subscribe. Why you laugh at people, Malaysia? Tired, What go on?
Tired, me they are tired too, and I have to jump up 6 o'clock.
See
Go
it?
on, church go.
Yeah. Life of a sovereign, eh?
Bush.
In the bush,
Yeah,
I mean.
outside man, my father.
Yeah, man. We the people, Malaysia. I'm seeing page. It say,
The link there na Skellington dan bio. Indigenous Mayan.
yeah, donate your life to the charity, man, father, man. What I'm saying, not your life, but anything that you say is coming into what they consider. um, income. No, we don't have income. We only put out, and then we have refunds, and then donate the refunds to the charity. Cause just like Bill Gates, Bill Gates, if you check all of Bill Gates company them, everything he donate to charity. The Gates Foundation, the Moscow
Same
Foundation,
charity.
the Trump Foundation,
And
everything.
same charity.
I'm a charitable individual. I go out and help the homeless and do all kind of things. My life is also a charity to the people of God. Me have to go help people. It's a charity. Me I provide. Me not charity. Me not provide a service. It's a charity.
That is it.
That is it. All right, people. You don't know. Big up on yourself, chap. You know it going on.
Fully okay, my father.
Yeah, man. Big up on yourself, man. Link in the bio. Sign up for chap class. Bantu Zulu chap class on the 9th. And
Yeah,
any
man, that's a Sunday.
that is Sunday. I got chime in by your thing and go and listen in Sunday as well. And observe. So I go on. But make sure to tap in and just do some deep dive research about what we just disclosed, because a lot of things we just disclose and educate people on. And it's your duty now to go and get the books, download, read. Most people don't like to read. Me never used to like read. Me have to fall in love with reading because me
I have
realize
a
that.
book. I have a book in a skeleton, Dan. All
Yeah.
right, On the 1st of April, I did appear for issue a couple copy to a selected few people. You see, pray.
Yeah, whenever you're ready, man, broadcast it for you, man, and help you should be taught. Holistic in the UK. Classes for me is not tomorrow. The class that you're referring to, my class with the authorized user. No, not the authorized user, the DOT class, that's Saturday. I think it's the 8th. I think it's the 8th. Let's look back on the calendar, it's there. Yeah, where that's a chap? Sorry about that.
You did I mention the book, man. You
Yeah,
see?
the book. Where the book? When you launch it?
I'm going to make you know exactly what I go on. You see, pray.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to chat with you one day.
That is it, man.
And the thing is, the book is in trust, on private trust. I'm not really want to put it to the public like that. See, there's something there, go.
We the people, you say put bomb them on, I only bomb them. I blame them in my talk. Listen to me, father. Let me tell you something with me, my father. Who them TikTok boss request. Listen to me, MG. I gotta say this to you. You see, everybody have a purpose. No, not nobody when them up on the internet to do it. Because people sometimes change because them get introduced to certain knowledge. No, see me is a cool youth. I'm a calm. I'm a man, I don't disrespect people. You understand? And you see certain people, you see over here, your mother and your father tell you say, when you see people and them business, leave it alone. Me is a youth, me deal with principle. I'm gonna take disrespect, no time. I'm gonna business from who or what. Come in my own lane. So you see me, mind my own business. So you see, come don't like styling and them something there. I keep to myself. I stay to myself is a pity dog, one of the biggest song. Understand that, yeah? So you see when I see how some man move, me no go, me no run into people. Me no like people like that. I like teach people, but I don't really like people like that. I'm gonna take them. And I know, remember I say gun on them something there, them go two way. Anybody can use them. I mean, I deny bag of chatting with people. So me is an action man, so it's because me not take, it's because me know myself, and me know how me stay, and me know my links and me just keep myself to myself, educate my people. I don't have time for the disrespect and them something there. You get me? Because me is not an internet bad man or internet gangster. Me is an internet educator. In a real life, it's a whole different thing. So me just say, them
Them
stay over
talk
there.
about the place and father, you can't really follow them up on the thing. You see me?
Eh?
But me, some man, me love entertain them, because it's entertainment for me,
No, chap, when me a talk about him ask me if me know bring blank blame on the chat, me I tell him say me not deal with certain things and me not take styling. So me no entertain people where them whole content is about
Yeah, but
disrespecting
I feel
people.
like my over so I say man, I feel like why would I say that cause you see enough of them in a problem with immigration and them thing they feel like so when them get there, when them do them foolishness, we are gonna help them. We're not here to
Yeah.
help them. But they have to spread the message and them now use them platform for spread the righteous message as they ask them G.
Yeah, me nah have no. And the funny thing is that, like me say, me nah have no problem with nobody, cause me no know them and them no know me. But me just I tell you, me just I tell where him name there. We the people, Marisha, you gonna respect you. Listen, me respect everybody until somebody try violate. You understand? But the thing with me I say is that, you say we lead a leader in the background. At the end of the day, my father, you see, a thing named ego. Thing named ego is something where man are the man biggest problem. And me as a man, as me say, if it reach him, it will reach him. But based on how him algorithm stay a be a foolishness over there. So me not interested. And me not go over there to go convince. You understand? Yeah, if it reach him. Hopefully. And then when it's the difference when a man forward and say, yo, you know, so me interested than when you go over there try force something upon a person. You know what I mean? But this we our thing the right so who over the side of TikTok they can stay over there. Different frequency with the pan right so. We don't need the hype.
Correct.
We need the people them who alright, here where Christ is say, my sheep will hear my call. You said? You saw it? Yeah. So we over here, sir. I call the people them who hear, who pass through, who it stick to, who it not stick to. I just saw you go. That is it. You know, I have my ego,
Absolutely.
my style too, so it's a man, I just keep to myself. That's why I'm not beg people nothing. If you want to drop rose, I not give two fucks about rose. I not give two fucks about none of them something there. I not care about it. I could care zero. I just know say the people them learn this and the people them who interested will do what they need to forget it. Cause at the end of the day, 5 and 6 months from now, we are moving a trust while some people are moving an anti-trust.
Mhm.
You understand? Longevity we are deal with. We not deal with temporary. That me a deal. If you notice.
Perpetual.
Right, perpetuity. You see it. You see, when you see enough people out there on them company TikTok and them go viral, and then this tomorrow you see them go unviral. Why? Because the people them don't use them when they get played out. Remember there was more blame them than one, They have the Jaden, they have the Fatty, they have the so and so. Where the rest of them there? Them disappear. Why? Because you not do something temporary, not selling the soul. Not realizing say you don't have any substance. Once you sell your soul, there's no more substance. Everything gone, can not chase what? You not chase dead. Everything will not chase dead. You chase death. We not chase death over here, so life we are breathing a people.
No
Life.
form of creation them now promote man.
Nothing. You understand?
Artificial construct
Yeah.
byproducts of AI.
Yeah, facts. And don't get me wrong, we the people. Don't get me wrong. Cause remember Christ himself they go in at the synagogue and go in at the whorehouse and all of them place to the people them. But Christ he knows the people they in there probably never hear it and never listen. But we in a different time. Cause here what happen? Everybody depend on everybody timeline. Everybody depend on everybody algorithm. But now in a time where people have to choose for one day. Choose. We are bringing it on live every day. We have content for days every day. So there's no way if I in a Jamaica algorithm, you must know skeleton than a chop. Chop boss. This a man a lick every topic. Him chop every topic. Scamming, big nose Andrew. This a man that man everybody, everything. So there's no way they no see it. Everybody see it, man.
Yeah. Yeah, say never hear. Read Revelation again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That is
say
it.
never hear. Make sure your name is written down in the Lamb's book of life.
It
Express in
you know.
whatever you're having your thoughts.
But here the funny thing, chap. Me I go say this. Me see a lot of things. Me glad you bring up the topic here now with the people. Me see a lot of things and a lot of distractions. You know the funny thing what the people them don't realize? Notice Nicki Minaj, depend the people them life. Remember Nicki Minaj is a superstar. I'm wanting to get this and listen what me and some
Mm-hmm.
people. Nicki Minaj depend every young person with popular TikTok. She when mean she take off her celebrity status and come down to the people them level. More than listen, you know. You never wonder why she do that? No wonder why. Let me tell you why she do that. Remember Nicki Minaj have an album and a tour promoting her. We know say Jamaica are the most powerful country in the world. There is an agenda behind it. If you don't notice, it's only the people them will have low self-esteem, we're in a funny business. Anything when negative, Nicki Minaj depend it and I promote it like crazy. Why? She was sent to infiltrate Jamaica in an indirect way and I buy out the people them will love the likey and the licky if it keep the propaganda and the distraction. You know much truth and justice we over here say preach. You ever see Nicki Minaj man? None of we think no. Because the agenda is not to wake up Jamaicans, the agenda is to keep Jamaicans on a low frequency so that way they can pass the one law where them always want to pass is what? Is what? Which law them want to pass? And one law them want to pass, they don't care about no other law, you know. Exactly, boogerism. That is it. You see the day Jamaica pass that law, if them pass the boogary law there, remember me tell you, at them time they see Atlantis and the bottom of the water.
Yeah.
That is the agenda, no other else agenda. Remember me I telling the people, just watch what she do. Them send her. Remember me I talk about Nicki Minaj is not a local artist. She's not a domestic artist now. We
My
are talking
father, you
about
know what you're saying, God? Cause you see, last night reveal a whole heap of things that Clinton done. You see that room I'm there, and I'm there have to talk half a year for sure you what really transpire.
yeah.
Cause you see the scientifical part of Nicki Minaj appearance
Yeah.
in Jamaica and the charge what we see are a charge up half of different people powers and the
Mm-hmm.
rituals them where take place.
Yep.
Such man last night have a big part of the rituals where take place, you know.
Of course. Of course.
You see the pray. And at the same frequency, the two of them, cause another one link me, you know. One we always in an argument to the woman who wear blue. Him link me
Mm-hmm.
behind the scenes and I tell me say, yo, him figure something a puzzle him and him want to give me a read up. And I say, brother, something a puzzle you need a read up more than me. You see it? I
Yeah.
black the man end up black me, you know.
Of course.
You see, pray. And then
Uh-huh.
we see this man a link up and say, yo, a long time he want to talk to me. A long time he want to talk to him in the public too. You see, pray, cause a long time him say he want to reach out to me and this and that. All sort of people say they want to reach me. But me know
Yeah.
say the agenda where I push my
Yeah.
father
Yeah.
is a devious thing. And the amount of people where we see them energy I get absorbed. Cause when I see the man
Exactly.
say him have an empty cup, what the empty cup means. Me full of glass same time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
A jar by the way and cock it when him guard the cock it and you see say yo him left something him have to come back feet. I take the rest man, my father.
Yeah,
All this
man.
morning him good I wonder how him can't wake up till 12 o'clock he wake up out of bed.
You
I
know, give
can't
me reason.
wonder what really transpired last night. Call him boy them and tell them don't post the video there.
Right.
You see, pray. And may I tell you say the amount of things transpire.
That's why when him man said to me, say, yo, me send come call you. I laugh, my wife bust out a laughing. I say, yo, you know what you about send come call. We know what kind of brother. You don't know nobody when me know me can guarantee you that. So you can't send nobody if you call me. I mean, I get no
Yes,
kind
man.
me not get no kind of no whiff or nothing. Anyways, but back to this the Nicki Minaj agenda with me I say it's not just when people not understand me G. And I like Nicki Minaj I've come to Jamaica and I do groundwork. Nicki Minaj, remember I know my father. Nicki Minaj is a world renowned superstar. Nicki Minaj have our own country, which is Trinidad. Nicki Minaj don't depend on the Trinidad and them thing like that. Why? Because Jamaica are the heartbeat of the world and them need Jamaica to pass the boogery law in order to bring in the one world religion and the one world government. No people don't understand that go on with Jamaica, you know. Why you
Yeah.
think China and why you think the China and United States president I tell Andrew say you have to choose. People think say just because of the trade. No. Them know say Jamaica God see it. Anybody win that member, me tell you, bro. You go see it, you go see the world. Open up, them cannot pass the law, one world government law without Jamaica's signature. Them can't do it. And that's what Andrew is pushing for. The one world system can't come in play without Jamaica. Cannot. So they must send the agents. Who are the most powerful agents for Jamaica? Entertainers, man.
Wow.
Entertainers.
Like how
Uh,
you said that a while ago, cause you remember Trump and Elon do their research and them find out say a bag of money selling in Jamaica for spend to promote the same
yes.
boogery
Yeah.
agenda.
Yeah.
And the man them shut it down. Majority of the money they went to entertainers and entertainment and commercial activities, you know, my father.
Believe. Bro. Nicki Minaj upon them everybody TikTok where are so-called influencers from fish up man to
Yeah.
fish up girl and I give them $5,000, $10,000 every night. 670 brother, let me tell you this. As somebody with money, $5,000, $20,000, $30,000 every night on TikTok live, that add up. Remember me blood clot tell you that. You remember me tell you that. So guess what? Where should I get the money from?
Agenda. Like I say, my
You,
father, she
you, you
up
think
on a
you think
paid
she,
campaign.
yes, you think she sit down, you think brother them allocate funds for Jamaica, brother, for bribe the people of Jamaica. Them, brother, it's not money out of fear pocket she do that. Me nah ask dog. No matter how rich you is, you could have spent $10,000 for 30 days straight. You see if that not hurt your bank account. Me nah ask.
I see the prayer,
Ten,
man.
$20,000 every day straight. Back. But me not talk about, me must say no. Me not talk about one person. Shall do it with three different people at a time. Shall do it with such man, such girl, such man, such this, such that, such that. The agenda is real. Them get government grants for do them thing. Me nah ask. I want me know, bro. And the energy
And
me
the
already
same thing,
feel
and the
energy.
same thing was such man I talked about last night. If we say you give, so you get back. Them
Yeah,
call it.
yeah.
I'm pretty worried the way people used to say them not have to pay tax.
Refund. Pretty
Yeah.
well. Yeah, yeah. The sheriff handbook. Yeah, that's the sheriff handbook, fam. Yeah, but yeah, this one me I said, chap. That is the agenda, bro. What Jamaica under right now. This is why you see, enough for the people them like we are push this knowledge kind of get shown. Remember, you know, we have one platform where I sugar out the word and it's getting popular. You see, the man them like Buju, the man them like Kolonji, them need to step up and dash with their pride something there and come and live them with regular people like how we
Say, I'm call me with the my father, Kolonji, and me and the, yeah. I said the more I come give me a link, but I'm not really link with people, you know.
Yeah, me that too. I me that too.
A man see me in the road, a man does not say him see me. I would dark when in the road, the father.
Mm-hmm.
You see me
But
people, I
yeah,
want them
the
to
thing
tell
is,
me morning, I know morning, I good day, I what. See
yeah, the thing is, father. You see, cause when you're up on a certain frequency, you know, you don't want people bridge the frequency. But you also have to, you see, for your energy, click and say, hey, you know, say such and such and such. Cause here I get all people reach out to. Like them reach out to me too. Cause we are calling you link. But the thing is, you see, when you start gain influence, this is what attract them as well. Cause if you remember, say everybody a nation build and everybody a try make sure say, yo, this a man under my umbrella and re. And them a try show you what's going on. But at the end of the day, you have to use your discernment and know say, yo, what me I go and do job work, that's what I saying, so I don't really want co-mingle my energy with phone energy in the car. They a long time for you do the thing and no one see me and want to come infiltrate. No. Really. So up to
Yeah,
here,
man.
you know what I mean? So I saw me stay. Me is a man, brother, we can ask anyone of my people on my platform. Them are rare them you see me go live with somebody or go collab with people. Me not do that because people have different agenda.
Right,
And
this a man father.
and my agenda is God agenda. And that me I work with. So any job me I work with, anything you see me I post, yeah, I got that's why I not have a set time when me forward for live.
Not a business plan.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Is it? Not a business plan, bro. So it's not gonna have a business strategy for TikTok. It's just no say, yeah, what? These are the message, this are where the message I get out faster to the people and worldwide by a click. I ain't now use to drop it. Me not there strategy, right now strategy. All right, me go live X time, this time. That, no, bro, me probably not even go back live for another month because at the end of the day, me I get led by something higher than me, Father God. Same thing with you. You understand?
Right, this a
So
man father.
you know, watch them agenda. So the thing the way you say we the people, we're watching the agenda and at the end of the day the people, if the people them can't discern for themselves who is me and who is Bantu and who is you, to try convince and try go on other people life. I'm telling you, man, you try jump on people life, man, and go you go match it. For them thing is money,
So,
bro.
so you know, say me I wonder how you reach on the live last night. Is a Empress send me and say yo Skellington Dan and L.A. Lewis up on the live. I so come
Bro.
me clocking over there now.
Chop me I tell you God truth, you know say I scroll me there, I scroll and me I say me I save some me I save some videos what me see forget for start stitch some movie clips where I showed reveal the truth. So me I save them for later on down in the week. Me can do it with them and post it on my page. But me just see this thing and come up in my algorithm. And I say, but wait, how the hell is this? So I saw me jump on the live. But like it's like the man them where I host the live know my platform. So as me jump on it, them invite me up on the platform. I suck on me. You
Yeah.
understand? Other than that, me not search nobody live, man. No search nobody live. Me in my own world, you know. If I know your page and say,
Me know that man, my father, but you me come across the conversation and see my fight against trust.
yeah.
Like him not understand what
It
is a
was a
trust.
great reasoning. It was a great reasoning for that, but at the same time, you have people where because LA is one of the man them was the first one where like
Yeah.
wake up people to no, wake up in a Jamaica, we wake up people to the birth certificate thing, and then all of a sudden you come out of nowhere and load it up more than them, will make more sense to people. It kind of drag them, it kind of drag the people them wicked, so them believe what L.A. Lewis says based off my content, your content, and other content creators too. So people are saying, but wait, LA no mad that go him that say, cause everybody else has showed proof. It's just that LA him not have the full, I mean I say no breakdown of explaining the how to and such. So people take him for joke.
Yeah.
When serious people like me and you now start get the way where they must say blood clot then LA. So it go back to him at always it go back to him and say blood clot LA. No him that talk about man. So it's like we validate him without actually saying it. Out of our mouth. We validate what he must say. It's just cause he was the first one in a Jamaica to speak about it publicly to make people understand it in a way where, oh, the birth certificate, and he must say, you can stack some man, call Julia over here, so. And Julia, him target it, with a call it, him target in a coronation market style. Say, anybody
Yeah.
you see me? No, I know gatekeeping a mystic man. Gate, see the word that you see the slang there. I know gatekeep. You have to remember say people when remember say Sizzler, Buju, and Bob Marley and them man they been a say them thing there, but the rest of them been a say it. It's just that the people them never ready to hear it. You know, get to me, I said, Mystic, the people, them, the knowledge and the information was too early. It too in advance. So it's like this. When you grow, when you raise a youth, if you have youth, you warn your youth, you tell your youth about good, right, bad, and the ugly, but him not understand it till him reach of an age where him can actually overstand. The same thing with people. God feed you the word, the prophet them feed with the words, but if we, and if it's not the time for you understand or the time for you understand. You understand? Yeah. So what we are do is a good thing. What LA do is still a good thing. No five people and we still are. So we not try
Mm-hmm.
take nothing from nobody. We just are making no say
So me I
if
tell you
you
some rate how him come across or him deal with certain things, but some things you just need clarity upon. Cause me I hope me find
right.
common ground with him to go forward in
Yes,
the
yes,
youth
man.
Africa with my creating.
Yes, man. The thing is that like this man I said, Jeremiah said we break it down and explain it to a better understanding where people can get it. Because you LA is a man now will tell you this and tell you that. Yes, tax and bonds and the millions and with a call in a entertainment where we call them on the excerpts. We call them on the like a flash the teaser to a movie. Then
Yeah.
when they get grab your attention and say blood clot, but you go watch a movie, you say Ross, it flop.
Yeah, he
Because
thinks man himself is a marketing genius.
mm, yeah.
And that him
Yeah.
is for real.
Yeah, you can't take that from him. So in the day, if you use an excerpt and use a movie trailer, yeah, we work with that. So but it bring attention to it wake up the people. So you can't take that from him. It wake up enough people to want to hear about this birth certificate thing. Cause guess why we use and be catch them? The money aspect. People here say, what? We can call the Queen of England and tell them say Ray, them man they will Photoshop them picture all night Queen of England grave man and say him go bury with her and go reason and resurrect. We
Yeah. So what the GF know say you know is that it's not a competition with we and him.
Yeah, no,
You
never that.
see,
Never
pre, I
that.
just to calm down himself and know say yo, it's a thing where everybody can teach anybody something. And the
Yeah,
trust is
exactly.
important. You need to show the people them certain things before you start telling them certain things because it kind of looks suspicious. You see, pre?
Exactly. Because remember him did that say, our thing, like we can't travel upon my document and rare. Me I say, bro, you can't commingle me with Moors and them people because you don't
I
know me
with
from.
himself.
Yeah.
Because we see him in a visa embassy lined up so you know with people and we go get visa in them, brother. When we are surrender all our visa them for them correct status them the right way, them a run go get it. You
Right.
see, pre?
Right. So we just, that's why I could have said to him, I could have said, that's why I could me ask him, I say, you travel upon your document. No, yeah, we travel with boat. I say, yeah, me ask, answer my question. You travel with your documents, them meaning, me never say, if you bring them in your bag, you know, I ask if you use it. If you use it to enter in our people in country. No, 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 remember me tell you something about excitement, man. We don't know, we just use the regular documents. That means your documents cannot be used. Me can tell you otherwise, cause me. But if them knows other one, them still can't kidnap you and bro. Me not inna the bag of talking. Come on, my father. We just explain to you. We never the hype. We just show yourself. Actually do it multiple
Mhm.
times. You know. So, but with a love, we are going for a reason again. One out of them deal. I don't know if you might pop up in our algorithm again, but
Yeah, cause the thing is, no one say my watch man, my father, but the thing is, we can't reason with bag other people around the reason. We
right.
not get for connect
We
and
have to have it
communicate with
one
people.
half. We have
You
to have
see,
it
pre?
one half. Yeah. We have
Mm.
to have it one half
And
and we
as I
know.
say, me no they have to validate nothing where I say. So him can't say nothing and get the free will for go. And it's a man who cast spells in or whatever he must say while he must say it. So you have to watch him keenly, you see me?
Yeah, me hear him all the time and I know exactly how to decipher what he must say because what he use a thing where the laws of the 48 laws of power where them call sleight the hands the sleight of hands. Which means you assess something for divert the topic without answering the question.
Ah.
That's why I always drawing back to the question.
So
You understand?
the ones don't know much about the birth certificate, and I hope to give him some information towards it. And if him a listen, him can download the link in the bio. I mean, know him have him people, him tribal members, them a listen. And he can download the link in a skeleton and bio and share it to him. Cause it's never too late for update or upgrade the class of members that you have in your tribe and those just have the people them one off. And everybody are come link me about trust because things that are we right now. You
Yeah.
see, pre.
Yeah, like you're overwhelmed over them, man.
Let me tell you, say, my can't, from where they may run with some people, my brother.
Yeah.
I don't want nothing from them. I don't want no money. You see,
But you
skeleton.
know,
You see more while you see me in the bush all the morning time. I joy that for me, you know. If you know, say me get up and can't do that, it come like it takes something from me, you know, my father.
that man tell you, that's why I'm tell you say when me tell you, remember when you just start and you study and thing, I tell you say chap, there come a time when you never want to dip on the internet because this is why me not me as a man, me pick and choose who me decide for work with because when people feel like so when them give them money you're a slave to them. Me, you
Mm.
can keep that brother. Me not chase
The
dead.
same thing, the same thing me I say. No other
Read
money
and
there.
study for yourself.
I've
That,
been doing good. Now the bush we have everything we need up I say, my father.
that is it. You're wealthy, bro. You're, there, you're in the land, your foot up on the ground, and anytime you touch the style, everything grow. So end of the day, guess what you do? You have a real grocery store. Everybody else have a grocery store where they don't grow shit.
That is it.
You get me?
We
You have a
pray.
grocery store. So me as a man, me as a man, me park all my phone, man, go sit down, man. I
But
mean, no,
may I say, my father, may I look for make some steps out there in the world. Because people are like England and certain places are link you up. So you know,
yeah,
say me have a connect up about them travel documents there.
yeah, man,
Definitely. You
yeah,
see,
man.
pray. Because we need to
Simple
start
thing.
make some diplomatic rulings out there. And people want to know more about traveling. Because my brethren just asked how the traveling thing go.
Yeah.
You see it?
Like me say, is when it comes to travel, me tell people all along, where you see, me can give you everything. Me can give you a gun loaded and never yet show you how to use it, and you can't use it. You have to go learn about the gun. You have to go know how to pull it. You have to know everything. You have to sit down and say, yeah. Same thing with any documents with me or chap give you know, or Bantu. Me or Bantu, you have to know because at the end of the day, when you're out there and I deal with demons, because that's remember it's a spiritual warfare when you're out there and I deal with demons. And that's how the temptation are coming because man I come test your faith. To see if what you give me in my hand as a document, you can stand upon that and believe what you tell me. Just like today, would you go help your brother and get him out? Well, him come out before you even reach there because just because the way you assert yourself over the phone, a man knows a blood. Like you drive fear in him because the way you talk with conviction.
You tell you, say all the police woman in the station now going and shake. She a shake at the counter.
Yeah, because she see the powers, she see the powers and feel the powers, just like how you can feel hypocrite or some devil spirit when them come around them, man. The same way devil can feel great energy and know say, yo, I'm not around put them on here, because them man here have one different energy. The same thing, bro. So me can give a man a passport and visa, everything and all kind of thing, and then when him go up, when him go at the immigration say, hey, what you say about this now? I don't know about this, You look
So the
good up.
same thing with the trust, man, my father. The amount
Yeah.
of people me deal with trust for when them go at the RGD which part
RGB.
them have a record the trust. The people
Yeah.
might tell them say this can record and that can record and that can record.
Them
And
look like
when them
real.
go back with the same thing, I'ma tell them how to explain them accept it. One of the
Mm.
greatest thing, father, and with the will, when me I record my will, the person at the counter where I take it say first, me can't admit it. So me can't grant my will to myself. And me I say, come like a mad woman. Me never did say that to her, you know, but me I say, but hold
Yeah.
on there. The fiction, me they explain the business name and the thing to her and tell her, say, that are my trust, T of the trust. But since me I go dead, according to the will and the laws that we work off of, me have a backup trustee. You see it, and so come it go
Right.
through and pass this up. When them get it in at the record office, in the building before it go to the lawyer and whoever verify before them pass it off to the lawyer, them call me again and say them realize say the name similar to the name on the
Yeah,
dead,
yeah,
the will.
yeah.
And I say, yo, what really go on? And I explain to them the same thing. And them say, okay then, them go check with the lawyer. Them not call me back until them tell me say it's ready for pick up.
Exactly.
You see,
Because them,
pray.
because them know exactly what you say. Now watch this prayer. You know what say? I gotta tell you, I didn't mean to tell you this the other day. Your will. The will is something where them still can pierce. So will only supposed to be created by the corporate estate. But although that will be done, So what you have to do is update it to a testament.
Yeah, it's a last will and testament.
No, not an test, just not will and test, just a testament. Because a will represent the corporate side of it. The testament, no, only a living man can give a testimony. If you understand what I say. So the will still good enough, but you want the testament, you want the testimony if you replace the will. So if you
But
all in over.
the testament would be like a bill of transfer.
No man, the testimony that way your testimony, your expression. I see him think similar to a will, just you change the title of it to a testament versus a will. Same thing, But how
Okay.
you title it. You understand what I say?
Okay.
How you title
Okay.
it.
See the free.
Yeah. Remember me always said separation of title, you
So
can.
which family right now, my father? I know the conveyance process my actually there.
Yeah.
I do the checking right now. Cause you know say a tax season and bag of thing
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
from
yeah.
5/15 of this month. You must say that about you see it.
No
So me they
business
are
about
trying to finalize the last
listen me,
steps of
man.
every single thing.
When you govern your own affairs, in a business about corporate deadlines. Good
Okay.
living man have corporate deadlines, and you work for me, father. So you need to just get my books them when me ready. Here. You get me? Corporate deadlines and penalties is supposed to go is as
Nah,
is as
true, me know Jamaican system run different to the Skeleton. That are the fight we have face,
No,
me
I see him
personally
thing,
have
man.
face them with the system.
I see him thing, father. 'Cause I remember me have business a yard. I see him thing. File what kind of talk about by 15. No. When me ready. Them email me them. Sometimes me even pay them the mind. What you say? Oh,
Yes,
okay.
when you're ready, you're ready.
Yeah, when me
After the
ready.
energy still man, my father.
Remember, I know my father, a year books. So when you ready, if you go to them, if them assess it and then give me refund. Me not ready yet. Go and chill.
That is the energy. But true, me know things that get digitalized right now and me not really intend to interact much in the digital realm. You see
Right,
the
right,
free.
right.
I try to make sure some get things out of the way from now. You see me?
Well, I wrap it up now, my father, cause you don't know.
Mm-hmm. We are good life said here. You see, big
Yeah,
up
man.
close, big up family.
Cool, man. Say the person I say, Mystic Man says, strong man life in a Jamaica hell. No, sir. No, sir, my father. Jamaica easier because Jamaica actually operate under common law. It easier. Yeah, man. The thing is with Jamaica, bro, America, it harder. Let me tell you why it harder. Because 90% of the people them were in a enforcement, them stupid to it. But in a Jamaica,
But I believe that Skellington done.
what you
I
feel?
believe that Jamaican people are buffoon when it comes to this
No,
thing.
no, listen to what me I say. Listen to what me I say. You know what a beat Jamaica when it come to dealing with the people?
What that?
With them impatience. Because it is there set up in a system for them do it. In a United States, then we fight it to the death until they say nothing, no, nothing, no, they will fight you. In a Jamaica, a man will go for his supervisor and say, wait, just like how you do them. But in America, a man will go for his gun and say, no.
Yeah.
That's why enough people do the sovereign thing get locked up on them something. In a Jamaica, you see how quick you enforce it and get it because him realize, oh shit, boy, me nah take no chance with this, Low this. In America, different, bro. Cause in America, them know say, them, hear them do, them convict you, then ask question.
In a,
In
in
a
a,
Jam-
in a, yo, may I tell you, say Jamaica grime my father.
Bro,
My brother tell you how the man them deal with him today. And the people in like community, I want them for gun them all in with. You see it,
No,
free?
no boy, listen what me I say, no chap. Me I tell you something, deal it. Me and you know, say, that Jamaica, and money the everything. Money.
True.
So in America, it's not that. And I saw it run in America. Believe me, I say I saw it run. Brother, you see if a man police pull you over, brother, may I tell you, you see a
Yes,
police.
a real thing where I say, man, my father, you see when I go for put all the big affidavit on the record, the affidavit they cost without the annexure them cost me around 70 grand, you know. The woman in RGD when she a check off the page and the words them, she a say, you have a whole heap of money for the RGD to the man. You see me? And that alone she said,
But suppose me tell you, say, me I go find the law, for them law, where no, you must supposed to pay for no record.
statutory deduction declaration.
Them not supposed to charge you for your record, nothing. And them
Eh?
job that. No, you're not supposed to pay for record, nothing. And them job that.
So I tell you, say that I one of the fight them over there don't have face man, my God. But you know,
Me I go find the
I
law for you,
want to
brother.
find it and bust it in them head, man, because a whole heap of things people have to put on
Yes,
record, them thing there. See,
yes,
pray.
I'm just reading that the wise concise, not the wise concise. The sheriff handbook tell us said no clerk should deny any form of record, including not any charge. You can't or you have to put
So
pussy.
I tell you, say the fight over there have face, because you see
No, the
this way I
reason
go
why
on.
the reason why them
Nobody
say
at Jamaica never really do this yet, you know, my G. Everybody I go through the route where you see such man they explain last night, say you have to join the system to beat the system, you know. I wanna believe in that.
all right, you know, say, let me tell you this. You know, say, you have people in Jamaica who do it. Them just quiet about it because they don't want no, they don't want the government get them out. It's just that we you know we are rebel by nature. We don't care if we dead or we alive. We just know so we are get this word out. Brother, we have Moorish brothers in Jamaica right now. We have them own estate. We have them own private school. We them get funding as well from the government have to pay them to develop them area. Them have them own solar panels. Yeah man, whole community bro. Them not left out of the community. Them stay within their own community.
And that's the objective still.
Yeah man, real talk me I make man chop. No cap bro. You understand? No cap. I mean as I say is that it's just because you never know, say you have to pay. You not have to pay. The law, you have to use the law for them policy against them. When them see that, them can't go around it. And then
I know that man, my father.
them a go say, yeah, all right, my boss, you're the boss.
Like you say, me I go search it too, you know.
Yes, man.
You see me?
Just search for the law where them say you have to search for the law where them say you have to it against the clerk's duty to enforce or impose a payment and a right. Can remember your right, you know, bro. Your
Alright,
right.
I'm gonna show you what go on you know, my father. You see, the stamp office operate, cause everything have to do with the stamps. Stamp are the way how such man them collect tax. You see me? On documents or whatever way them set it. You see, pray. So the stamp office have to go upon every document and the stamp office
Stamp,
calculate
stamp duty.
stamp duty. Sorry about that. Stamp duty have to go upon all statutory declaration and them calculate the value in a stamps. You see, pray. So RGD, moreover, so you say no, RGD is supposed to accept that as the payment, but instead them convert the system because when you have the stamp duty, them say you have to use a tax registration number. That's what them say. You see it?
Foolish is
And
that.
yeah.
You
Well,
have
I'm
a
tell you
thing.
say as correcting the status in a Jamaica is a hell my God. Now that's why we're glad all you there as a teacher can show certain things and guide the way a certain way. You see me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have a thing when they have tax per queue. Per Her Majesty. Tax name tax per queue. I gotta send it. I send you it, it just print off the template and anything you send you just put it on the envelope along with your stamps and cancel out the stamp. I gotta
Yeah.
send you the tax duty. I gotta send you the stamp the manual.
You know, someone go for why all a book. Don't the stamp office there. But them have the prices where you put on how much stamp for go or whatever for make payment for them. But over say, I say, man, I remember you did give me a book one at the time like it, you know.
Yes, man, I hate that, man. The stamp duty app, man, it show you the value of
I have it said way, man.
yeah, man,
You
and it's
see
no
free.
joke. It's
But
not
you
that
have one
you
of them in a Jamaican format, cause them convert all of the stops them. I don't know if I the same thing.
yes,
But them
man, but I'm not trying to tell you it is all right. Let me show you something. Hold on, I'll show you something. I'll show you something. When I tell you some class, when I teach people how to create them own that entity from scratch, the authorized user class. That class that I teach the people them how to create them every document, them car registration, them own everything, bro.
yeah.
And then let me show you. See that? But I don't know you're not Jim Brown 6. I don't know, I don't know. Watch, let me show you. See that? So we go right this. I'm gonna show the people them. I'm gonna show them the powers of. See there? Boom. Now see? See? Oh shit. See? It's a $1 stamp. You know most powerful stamp in the world is this, the red fox. The red fox. The 2 cent stamp. $1 stamp. All of them stamps have serious value backed by gold. Then you have your sword, which is your pen. Then you have your DNA print pad. Then you have the envelope, which is the angel. You understand? And then we show the people them how to utilize them. Let me show you. Show the people them how to create them own image and them own documents. Create your crest, create a logo. Then you're going to use the registered mail to be your a tracking number, which is now a registered security, a ongoing in transit conveyance, aka your car, aka your house, aka once it go through the mail, it's then deposited, and what it you call it the postal roads law. I mean, air jurisdiction. Once it go through the post office, it's now under law, 100%, because the post office is over every government in the world.
We have to go organize the one for the ones that want there.
Yeah, man, enough things me show people upon, but the class, it's an ongoing class. Me update it every time, and then me show them how them for do them documents, testimonies and everything. Look on the face of the documents. You see it? See
Yeah.
that? You're right. You put the registered, then you declare everything. You put everything on it. So this is your contract on the face. Once you go through the post office and you receive it, you send it to yourself, trademark and everything. You register everything highlight when you put a stamp, them stamp it out, you put your DNA upon it, everything. So if anybody trespass against you, you bring this to any court, and the judge said this, you have to give him permission, but 90% of the time he's not going to open it because it's sealed. Right? And we show them all of them something there. And then we show them the difference between who govern the jurisdiction and land, air, and water. And then we explain to them the difference, why the envelope represent God's angel, because the envelope is the messenger. You understand? And so forth and so on. But yeah, chap, a serious, and then you know the diagram we send you, which are that. I see a whole heap of thing, man, where like I just enough things it's hard for just show everybody everything one time. So we just stick on trust, at least get that first.
Yeah. The steps. The sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are gonna connect still now, father.
Yeah, man, cool, man, father. Tomorrow, man, just keep it
Outside.
in.
Yeah, man.
Wait.
Respect my God. We are gonna connect in the forward, man.
Yeah, man. Big up people.
Big up everybody who check in, said we manners and respect in all aspect,
Manners. We the people, DM, send a DM.